If you're being ignored, pressured into bad contractors, or left in the dark after years of loyalty, turn to Avargat. With insider knowledge and a trusted network of experts, the consultation is free and the results speak for themselves. Call 818-917-5256 or visit AvnerGat.com. Avargat, your claim, our game.
Can you write off a losing fantasy team on your taxes? Asking for a friend. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Treat mom to a hot night out at Thunder from Down Under this Friday night.
Number 2.
Float your boat at Flamingo Friday's nighttime pool parties with live DJ and drink specials this Friday.
And the number 1 reason.
Laughter is in the air when Cedric the Entertainer is in the house, September 19th.
Morongo, good times.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I've played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highland's Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highland's Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highland's Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
The John Deere Gator XUV lets you cut, pack, drive, scout, weld, stack, feed, pull, load, tow, spray, and haul, all in a single day. Because with the highest cargo box volume in its class, customizable features, and a towing capacity of up to 4,000 pounds, it gets the job done. You just have to get in the seat. Learn more at your John Deere dealer or visit johndeere.com/GatorXUV.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Good afternoon. What is up, people? It is the first Monday after the NFL season has gotten underway, and yesterday the Rams began the year by steamrolling Houston. They just steamrolled him, John.
You better thank your friend. Oh, you're right. This mic is awful.
I told you, pull that mic over there and put that mic there. This is what I'm talking about. We work at
this one doesn't sound good either.
No, none of them sound great, but we're
we work
okay.
at a radio station and the mics don't work?
Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. Yeah, that's why I'm over here, you're over there, but I can go over there if you want to come over here, and then I'll go there.
I think we should go get an engineer.
Yeah, get an engineer. All right, we'll put that on the wish list. So yesterday, a great day at SoFi Stadium, a tremendous performance for the Rams defense, and, of course, a huge play late in that game. Nate Landman with the punch-out. John,
play of the game. If he doesn't make that game, it could have gone either way.
And actually, here is that moment.
You know, we're down the red zone.
Hang on 1 second. There it is.
We always, preach turnovers.
18 of 26 for 187 through the air. No touchdowns, 1 pick. 4-man rush. Stroud throws. Right side numbers. Caught at the 20. The ball's fumbled. It's on the deck. Braden Fisk scoops it up. No, the Rams take it away. It's Landman. Landman all over it.
There is a great play, key play, critical moment, veterans minimum, and that guy punches the ball out.
Didn't he just join the team?
Yeah, just joined the team. Veterans minimum guy, plugged him in. Actually, I think he led the team in tackles yesterday. Tremendous performance. And the Rams defense is, and you go back to last year, in 4 of their last 5 games, going back through the playoffs, they have allowed 10 points or fewer. They threw a second-half shutout yesterday, and the defense is loaded.
Yeah, and they were last year. You're right.
Yeah.
They're really good. But, boy, there was so much happening over the weekend. You had kind of a crazy weekend. You were at Cosm Friday, you were at USC Saturday, and you're at the Rams. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I skipped SC. I'm like, all right.
Well, you didn't miss anything.
Friday
They
night.
won by like 50,
Yeah,
right?
I knew I'd stay for a half, and it was super hot out there, so it saved it yesterday. By the way, you know what's weird? SoFi Stadium, no air conditioning. It was hot in there.
Yeah.
It was because it's technically an open-air stadium.
Yeah, and can they close those slats or no?
No. It's just it's that whatever that is, acrylic kind of looking roof thing, and yeah, it got hot in there. But a great day and a great weekend of football. First of all, you had a week off. What'd you do?
Yeah, well, it's just in Idaho.
Yeah,
goofing around. But man, I can't wait to talk about this Kawhi Leonard story. It's fascinating to me. I know we'll get into it later, but I think it's one of the most interesting stories in NBA history.
Good.
Because I don't know what the NBA is going to do.
Yeah.
They got to do something. And Steve Ballmer is using the Sergeant Schultz defense.
I know nothing.
And for you people old enough to know what that is,
yes,
congratulations.
Yes, exactly.
But, I know we'll get into that coming up. Okay, so I got a couple of dilemmas here.
Okay.
That as we start the show, I'm going to throw at you. Michael Funch is here in place of Emily, who's off today. We hope we're going to get her back tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully.
Brian's here. First of all, BC, I was texting this to the group text over the weekend. I do not think I've ever seen Justin Herbert play a better game than he did on Friday night. How about you? You're wearing your Herbert jersey
I agree
today.
with you. Oh, in honor of the man, as you said, one of the best games he's ever played, and he looked so poised. And there came to a point where I was like, oh, it's going to happen again. It's a close game.
Yep.
You know, is Herbert going to do the old Chargers? It's a new time.
Yeah,
it's a new year.
He not only didn't do that, he won the game with his legs, which you never would have bet on. And the AFC West is just loaded. The Raiders look good.
Yep.
The Chargers look good.
Yep.
Obviously Denver struggled a little bit, but they won.
Yeah.
And then the only team that didn't win are the Chiefs, who are going to be there in the end. So that was great on Friday night. And then, so we roll into the weekend, and Mason and I always open the season against each other in fantasy.
Yes.
So this is a fascinating
it was so
fantasy
hard.
screw-up by me. No, I don't think I've ever done this.
Okay.
So you beat me in the opening week last year.
Thank you.
And then
This year.
And then I went on a run and won the league.
Yes.
I'm hoping history repeats itself, but I don't know if it will because of this gaffe.
Yeah.
All right. Mason won the game. We have kind of an old school league, so our scores are not as high as other scores. We don't award points easily.
It's a touchdown league, we call it. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mason won 57-48. I lost by 9 points.
Yes.
Now, the only thing you can do in fantasy is draft a good team.
Yep.
And then the most important thing is play the right guys.
Pick the right guys, yeah.
So, as I mentioned, you won 57-48.
Yes.
And you played all the right guys. Your bench
scored 0.
1 point.
Oh, 1 point. Okay.
1 point from Jameson Williams.
Yes.
So he had more than 20 yards receiving or rushing, one or the other. All right. So 1 point. I scored 48 points in the actual game. And on my bench, I left 64 points.
64 points. Wait a minute.
64-1. I outscored you in bench points, but you won the game because I'm a dope.
So you didn't play Herbert.
Here's the list of guys I didn't play. Justin Herbert, 25. Keon Coleman, 11. Michael Pittman, 10. Jalen Warren, 8. Hollywood Brown, 4. Nick Chubb, 3. Okay? Here's a list of the guys I did play. All right? Isaiah Pacheco, 1.
Yep.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, 2. And the Lions looked awful.
Lions were terrible,
Devontae Adams, 2. Matthew Golden, 0.
Yeah, I don't know why you're playing Matthew Golden.
I'm not anymore.
Yeah.
I'm benching everybody.
Oh,
I'm
good.
benching Devontae.
Good.
Yeah, Puka is clearly still the guy.
By the way, in fairness,
I'm benching Mahomes.
Yeah, but in fairness to Devontae.
Week 1 overreaction.
It's Devontae's first game with Matthew Stafford. They will work it out. But
Good.
he was not a
Good.
factor
He can
yesterday.
look up at Michael Pittman next
There you
week
go.
on my fantasy
Yeah,
team.
because Daniel Jones will do it
Congratulations
again.
to you. All right, so I've got a series of dilemmas that I need your help with.
Okay.
All right, here's the first one. I am in what you call a pick'em league on Yahoo with a bunch of my golf buddies.
Right.
Okay, I've been in it for about 5-6 years. Here's how it works. Every week, you pick every game.
Okay.
And you assign a value to the game. For example, my value, the game you feel best about is 16.
Right, so it's a confidence pool.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, it's a better way of saying it. So like this time around, my 16 was the Eagles.
There you
barely squeaked by.
Yeah.
My survivor was the Eagles. Barely squeaked by. I have positioned myself. There's about 35 guys in this league. And the way it works is you pay money in the beginning of the year. And then if you win the week, you pay, I think it's $200 to get in. And if you win the week, any week, you get $150 for winning the week. So
Okay,
you're playing
nice.
with house money. I have positioned myself tonight that I can pick either side. And as long as I pick the winner between the Vikings at the Bears, I win the week. But if I miss it, I lose the week.
Oh,
okay. But all I have to do is pick the winner.
So just straight up winner tonight.
Straight up winner
You know
tonight.
where I'm going.
I'm taking the Vikings because last year they were 14-3.
Yep.
I love Kevin O'Connell, their coach. I think J.J. McCarthy's going to be good, but I'm taking a rookie quarterback on the road in his first start.
Yes.
You think Ben Johnson is the cure-all.
Ben Johnson is the cure-all.
Caleb's going to be there.
Ben Johnson.
Brian, if you were in my position, so tonight, basically, I get $150 if I correctly pick the winner of the Monday night game. Vikings at Bears, who would you take?
I would take the Vikings tonight, honestly.
Why?
I don't like the Ben Johnson, the new coach aspect of it. And I think JJ will be fine. And I mean, the Vikings last year, what was it? 14-3.
Yeah,
so
they're really good.
They retained most of those
second-year
guys.
quarterback. Who, by the way, people are so high on JJ. I'm like, how does anybody know?
No, they don't.
How does anybody know that JJ
what would you do if you were me?
I'm in a similar pick'em league where we pick the whole card, basically.
Yeah,
every
that's
game.
what we did too. But now there's only one game left. You can do the math.
Yeah.
And I've done the math.
Straight up or spread? Straight up.
Straight up.
Okay. I think
So I have done the math, and I win if I pick the winner. So who would you take?
I'm going with the Bears tonight.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's divided.
Basically, you have a rookie
This is
quarterback
exactly
on the other
Split
side.
down the middle.
By the way, this is exactly what Get Up was this morning. Orlovsky and Rex Ryan are taking the Vikings, and Ryan Clark and somebody else are taking the Bears. Schefter, I think.
There you go, yeah.
Are taking the Bears. So I have no idea.
So we did our Big Five picks this week. Ireland, you performed after going 0-5 last week.
Which, by the way, I would argue, in the spirit of Mason and Ireland, I should receive some type of booby prize for that. It's really hard to go 0-5.
It is hard to miss them all.
Well, we'll debate that.
Yeah,
how
we will debate that.
How did I do this week?
You were 3-2,
okay.
Which means through 2 weeks you are at 20%. You're
3-7.
2-8.
2-8. Oh,
Yes.
that's right. I didn't win any games. So
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Second place, Brian Cohen went 3-2. Emily went 3-2. Sua went 3-2, and I went a cool 5-0.
Wow! So what's your record after 2 weeks?
I've got 80% right.
You should go to Vegas.
Yeah, I went 3-2 in the first week and 5-0 in the second week. Let's roll. Let's do
Wow, very nice.
Okay.
I was on the Chargers and I was on the Raiders.
So here's my second dilemma that I think I wanted to do this off the air, or I was going to do it before the growl, but we didn't do it today. Yep. I think you're going to be not only on board about this, but enthusiastic, but I'm letting you decide.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
On Wednesday, 2 days from now, at 8 a.m.,
okay.
I'm having dental surgery.
Ooh.
Now, here's what they're doing. They're taking one of my back teeth is cracked. So they've got to take it out, put a temp in, and then they build you a new tooth and put it into it. Now, my dentist, who is a great guy, he's the Lakers dentist.
Okay. So he's a pro.
Shout out, Dr. Ray Padilla. Yeah, he's in the South Bay. Swears to me that he says, I go, Ray, can I drive after this procedure? He said, yes. I go, I'm on the radio at noon. Should I take that day off, or will I be all shot up with Novocaine? And he goes, you'll be fine. I go, you're sure? He goes, I'm 90% sure.
90%.
I want to roll the dice and come
Just
in
do it?
Wednesday, no matter what happens.
Oh.
Even if I am hopped up on like this, but it would obviously wreck the show.
Yeah, right.
But I don't care because I think it would be funny.
It's very funny.
All right,
I
so
say
you're
do
okay-
the bit.
you're okay with
do
it?
the bit. Yeah.
All right, good.
Now, do they have to do that thing where they stick a post in the
I
back
have no
and
idea.
then stick a tooth?
This is how
Oh,
this is
God.
my relationship with my dentist for my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, remember Tom Westhoff, my roommate,
Sure.
was a dentist who I sent you to?
Yep.
Mine is tell me what this entails, and that's all I need to know. In other words, what time do I need to be there, and can I get shot up? You kind of feel the same way, right?
I do, yes.
Yeah. So in this case, yes and yes. He goes, be here at 8. You won't feel a thing. We're going to hit you with a heavy dose of Novocaine, and you'll be out of here by 10, and then I'm on the air with you at 12.
See, now you know what I would do.
Go under.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd like put me under for this. I don't even want to be awake for this. Now, I imagine they're going to
Okay,
give you
Laura-
nitrous and stuff like that,
Laura
right?
Roma, I don't know. Laura Romo says, this happened to me. I couldn't talk for a few days.
Uh-oh.
If you're going to have a post, is that what you were talking about?
Where you put a post and then you make a tooth and you put it over the post?
I think that comes later.
Right. They've got to remove the tooth, I would imagine.
That's tomorrow. And they put in a temp. Yeah, so there's going to be, I'm doing it. Laura, screw you. I'm doing it.
Yeah. Wow.
It could be so you want to be listening on Wednesday. Could be a very interesting, could be a career-ending show for me.
Yes. A little Novocaine action.
What if I had to do the Laker game on a Novocaine binge?
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. We don't want that.
Well, I do.
We don't want that. All right, coming up next for you, the coolest catch so far this year. The coolest catch. You know which one I'm talking about?
I have a thought, but I'm not sure.
We'll do it coming up next. In the meantime, this Friday is the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic, presented by Coors Light and Vista Paint at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research. And once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to your Southern California Hyundai dealers. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Find out what head coach Lincoln Riley has to say about the battle against Georgia Southern. Monday at 6 p.m. on a new edition of Trojans Live on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app. And you can watch the show on YouTube at USC Athletics. Head coach Lincoln Riley sits down on the official USC Coaches Show. Trojans Live, presented by Monster Energy. Monster Energy, unleash the beast. 6 p.m. Monday on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube. Don't miss Coach Lincoln Riley, Trojans Live. 6 p.m. Monday on ESPN LA.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our tangy passion fruit lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. Only at Waba Grill.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I want to remind you about my great friends at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. You know I'm a huge Subaru fan for so many reasons: safety, technology, versatility, reliability, and you know they're all about that Subaru love promise. Come visit my friend Omar and his team at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Not only do they have an amazing line of new Subarus, but they've also got a massive selection of pre-owned certified Subarus at amazing prices. Ocean Subaru, 1100 South Euclid in Fullerton, right off the 91 freeway. Visit oceansubaruoc.com for more information. Ocean Subaru of Fullerton, where every journey starts with love.
Experience a fiesta of flavors at Pechanga Resort Casino's annual Tacos and Tequila Festival on Saturday, September 20th. Enjoy an afternoon of unlimited tacos, premium tequila, live entertainment, and much, much more. Admission includes a commemorative shot glass. Event proceeds benefit Habitat for Humanity Inland Valley. General admission and VIP tickets available right now. Visit pechanga.com for tickets and more information.
Chris Morales here. So many things, big and little, make you uniquely you. Your hobbies, dreams, career, family, and more. Addiction to drugs, including opioids and stimulants, can strip these away from you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose treatment for drug addiction and get back to what matters most. Find a provider and proven treatment option that's right for you. Recover you at choosechangeca.org.
This isn't just another ESPN Fantasy Football season. It's your shot at greatness. With a refreshed design, the ESPN Fantasy app is sharper than ever, so you can draft like a pro and dominate your league. And introducing Gridiron Gauntlet, a new game mode where the best compete to be crowned the #1 fantasy football player of 2025. One app, one shot, one champion. Download the ESPN Fantasy app and sign up to play ESPN Fantasy Football today.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Monday afternoon.
Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Monday, September 8th, 2025. And yes, he's back from vacation and reunited. Mason and Ireland launch week. We'll call their launch week this week. Mason and Ireland are here. Johnny I is back. We'll find out what Johnny I thinks of Week 1 NFL Sunday. Rams win.
Stroud 18 of 26 for 187 through the air. No touchdowns, 1 pick. 4-man rush. Stroud throws. Right side numbers. Caught at the 20. The ball's fumbled. It's on the deck. Braden Fisk scoops it up. No, the Rams take it away. It's Landman. Landman all over it.
Wow. By the way, Johnny I's UCLA Bruins, not so good, Jack, not so good. But the Trojans win.
Mayav in the shot, lob pass, heading for the end zone. One-hand snag. Flag is down. The touchdown is good. Jacoby Lane with a one-hand grab. Magnificent.
Woo! And how about that Sunday night game? Oh, and the Dodgers. Exactly what happened Saturday night. We'll talk about that and so much more. Plus, get you ready for Monday Night Football and the full week ahead. Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, your Monday afternoon right now.
So with that said, let's get this show on the road.
All right. Well, we get the introduction and the second, whatever. It worked out good. He mentioned and played the highlight for the catch I think is like early nominee, obviously very early nominee for Catch of the Year, but that catch by Jacoby Lane is unbelievable. The one-handed, never used a second-hand catch is just insane.
Did you see, and this was in a game that meant nothing.
Okay.
So, I mean, at a time of the game where it meant nothing. It had already been decided. But the Lions have a receiver named Isaac Taslay, who scored his first career touchdown. Watch this catch.
Okay.
This might be one of the greatest catches in NFL history.
Wow.
I don't know how he did it.
No, that's incredible.
He one-handed and somehow kept both the things. So if you haven't seen that catch, watch that too.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. That's unbelievable. And then, so tonight I have to successfully pick the winner. Right now I'm on the Vikings. Now you know what I'm thinking? I'm in my head.
Yeah.
When I filled out, I'm having a great run. I'm in first place.
Right.
When I filled out all the 16 games, I picked the Vikings initially. Now if I go against and switch it, normally when I go to the Monday night switch, it's when I'm behind. But now I'm ahead.
Right.
So I don't know. I'll regret it if I switch it and then lose. I think I might just have to stay with the Vikings.
It's like when somebody is a bad survivor, like when my mom picks the wrong survivor team, I'll be like, I will not say that's a bad pick. Like, if that's your pick, that's your pick. By the way, everybody except your wife advanced.
Lisa Ireland, who based her entire pick on love, she said, I'm picking the Chiefs because Taylor Swift just got engaged. I said, that's crazy.
Yeah,
it's in Brazil. It's a tight point spread.
Division game.
Pick Taylor Swift later. Save love for later.
Yeah. Nope.
Down she goes.
Went love and went out. But everybody else has survived. And by the way, everybody survived, and we've got 11 people playing this year. Everybody survived.
And I think there's just under 100 people in the survivor pool.
And there were 5 different teams picked by those 11 people, and everybody went through. Your wife, Lisa, the only one out.
Yeah, she's out. Now, okay,
love.
let me run it. When I drove in here today, I called Michael, who loves Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yes, he does.
One of his favorite players. As soon as he picks up the phone, he goes, I was watching that game with Mikey. That's his oldest son.
Yep.
He goes, I told them when they were up 40-25, they were going to blow that lead. They always blow leads. But here's the question I want to ask you guys. 2 minutes to go.
Yep.
4th and 3 for Baltimore. Okay?
At their own
45.
45.
Now, keep in mind, they're only ahead by 2 points. They're ahead 40-38. 2 minutes to go. Bills are out of timeouts.
And by the way, Bills had been moving the football at will.
That figures into this. Okay, so they got to make a decision. Do we go for it? If we make it, the game's over.
Yep.
They're out of timeouts. We just take a knee.
Yep.
We win the game. But if we don't make it, they're basically in field goal range.
You probably lose the game.
And we lose.
Yeah.
So I heard every analyst today, you and I always watch Get Up.
Yep.
I heard every analyst hammering John Harbaugh for not going for it. I wouldn't have gone for it.
You wouldn't have?
No, I would have. I mean, hindsight's 20/20.
Yeah, no, that's not fair to say. Yeah, it didn't work.
Here's the risk reward in that decision.
Right.
All right. If I go for it and make it, the game's over.
Yes.
Okay. If I don't make it, and I had just been stopped 2 plays in a row.
Right.
They had stopped Derrick Henry 2 plays in a row. If I don't make it, I pretty much lose the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's win or lose. But I have an option here. If I punt it,
right,
and they've got to go 40 yards the other way to get into field goal range, at least, and they don't have any timeouts, so they got they got to use the sides of the field. At least that's the harder route for them.
Harder route, but again, Buffalo had just come from behind and were moving the ball
this
at
is the
will.
This is the age-old dilemma. Who do you trust more, your offense or your defense? Their offense had done nothing on that drive. They looked terrible. So I don't trust the offense.
Right.
But to your point, you can't and Michael said he would have gone for it.
Yeah.
He said, because at least then you're in control of your own destiny. The minute you punt the ball back to Josh Allen, he's in control.
Game's out of your hands.
Right. So, but I still would have punted because of where the ball position on the field was.
So
had I've been in their territory, like had I been, or let's say I'm on the other 40.
Yep.
And it's a long field goal, but yeah. Then if I don't make it, that's a couple more plays for them. But I can't fault Harbaugh. His defense let him down.
Yeah, I cannot fold him necessarily. I think I would have gone for it in that spot. By the way, analytics said, and I believe it for what it is, said go for it. There's like 86% chance to win if you go for it and 73% chance of win if you don't go for it. So it's very, very close. I think in that situation, I don't think you can ever err too much on the side of aggressiveness. Go for the win and nail it down.
Well,
especially when I've got Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry.
There's a famous Colts-Patriots game from 20 years ago that Brady and Peyton Manning were just driving the ball up the field, back, right, sideways. Patriots had the lead late, similar to last night. They had the ball on their own 28,
right,
and it was 4th and 4. In this same game scenario, Belichick went for it because he didn't want to give the ball back to Peyton Manning and watch him drive down the field. They didn't make it. Manning comes on the field, drives in, wins the game.
Right.
So he got burned anyway.
Yeah, right.
But I see what you're saying, that maybe you do want to err on the side of aggressive.
You never get blamed, by the way. Nobody ever criticized you were too aggressive.
Yeah.
Aggressiveness gets rewarded.
By the way, the Rams were in this situation. The Rams, at the game you were at, they could have gone for it and ended the game on the clock, but they would have given Houston incredible field position.
Yes.
And they punted, and they counted on their defense, and they ended up winning the game. But the Rams defense is better than the Ravens defense was playing last night.
Yeah, no question. Yeah, the Rams defense they were just electric yesterday. And by the way, Matthew Stafford surpassed 60,000 yards career passing.
I think there's only 5 guys ever to do that.
Can I just ask you this? Now, I'm at the game, so I don't have the benefit of the TV call.
Yeah.
I thought we were screwed over repeatedly by the refs. Were we? Holds and grabs, and there was a mysterious face mask that didn't get called.
You bring this up. I've said for years, good refs don't call everything.
Right.
They manage the game. I thought they called too many penalties on both teams.
Yeah.
I thought that you don't want to – I mean, in the NBA where I work, you could call foul on every play, on every possession.
Sure.
But if you do, we're all going to be there for 5 hours, and nobody wants to shoot free throws all night, so they don't do it.
Yeah.
I think the NFL's the same way. I think that they did call too many things.
Yeah.
And I wish they would. I think good officials in any sport always ask themselves right before they blow the whistle, do I have to call this?
Right.
Is this worth stopping the game over, stopping the flow over? Sometimes it's obvious. Other times it's not. But I thought they called too many penalties.
All right, coming up next for you, going to talk some Trojan football. Ryan Abraham from USCFootball.com is going to join us. Trojans with a big win over Clay Helton and Georgia Southern. These directional schools throw me off. Hey, it's the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. It's coming this Friday. If you're not golfing, you can come on out, and starting at 3 o'clock, there's a 19th hole party on the balcony of Derek's Grill overlooking the 18th green. It is free. It is open to the public. Special thanks to Fresh Brothers for making the 19th hole party possible. Fresh Brothers, fresh, local, real. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
Bill Burr, what'd you think of Bill Belichick's first game as head coach of North Carolina?
What'd you think of Joe Namath on the Rams? What'd you think of Johnny Unitas on the Chargers? What happened to that guy?
The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avargat, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avargat.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avargat is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avargat, 818-917-5256, or visit avargat.com today. Avargat, your claim, our game.
Y'all know his name? Lil Wayne presents the Carter 6 Tour.
5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
Live at Crypto.com Arena, Friday, September 12th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Back when I played, leg cramps were no joke. Fourth quarter, overtime, practice, even when I got home, they would hit out of nowhere. Had I known about Highland's leg cramps back in the day, I would have had a locker full of the stuff. Now I'm retired, I still get these cramps on my morning walks, hanging out with my daughter, but now I've got something that actually works. Highland's leg cramps. The tablets dissolve quickly under the tongue and don't upset my stomach. Cramps hit athletes, weekend warriors, couch coaches, all of us. Grab Highland's leg cramps and get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS.
Craving that beach vibe? There's an Islands restaurant near you with all your favorites. Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers, fresh cut fries, local brews, and never-ending summer drinks. Visit your local Islands restaurant.
Whoa! Jason Kelsey just found out that NFL Sunday Ticket now lets you subscribe month to month. Yeah! He just realized you can join and cancel anytime.
Ha-ha! Now that's what I'm talking about.
Now he just found $1 in the sofa. Yeah! And he just saw a great parking spot open up. Look, just because Jason's easily excited doesn't make NFL Sunday Ticket month to month any less great. Right, Jason?
Yeah.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket month to month and cancel anytime. Woo! Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Renews every month during the 2025 regular season. Cancel anytime. Terms and embargoes apply. No refunds. Commercial use excluded.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments, including pills, chews, and more, 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And it is Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Like, that's the problem in the world, is there aren't enough happy shows, fun shows.
Mason and Ireland.
710 ESPN.
All right, so the Trojans racked up another huge win, this over Georgia Southern. John, they have now scored 132 points in their first two games.
Is that good?
Yep. They rolled up 755 yards against Clay Helton and Georgia Southern on Saturday at the Coliseum in the heat. By the way, you know what sucks is the Michigan State game, which is their next home game, a week from Saturday, that game is at 8 o'clock. I mean, to me, that's like the dog position in television.
Just the old Pac-12 after dark
it's like
slot.
The 8 o'clock start is terrible.
Guys like Ryan Abraham are going to have to drink more coffee.
Absolutely. A lot more coffee. We are actually having trouble connecting to Ryan right now. Yes, having trouble connecting to anybody right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So our phones are, the phones, the mics. I leave for a week and this place goes to hell in a handbasket.
What is next? Somebody said, well, is that fool's gold, the first two games for USC? And it's games that they need to win. They needed to roll up
let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
This Saturday at Purdue, that's a win, right?
Yes, it's a win.
All right. The Saturday after that, home against Michigan State, that's a win.
Got to be a win, yeah.
Okay, then September 27th.
At Illinois.
Yeah, who's now ranked 9th in the country. First big test, right?
Yep.
What do you think?
You know, from the beginning of the year, I said they would lose to Illinois, Notre Dame, and Oregon.
Well, that's the Rubicon, because if they could hold themselves to 2 losses, I think they get in the playoffs.
Yes.
And by the way, this, folks, and let me preface this by saying, I want Notre Dame on the schedule. I am not one of these people that want it out. But Mason wants him off, and this is why he wants him off. And before you yell at him.
No, you will, though.
And tell him that he's an idiot. His reasoning, whether I don't like it, I disagree with him, but your reasoning is 100% legit.
Right.
And it's Lincoln Riley's reasoning that why don't we play another cupcake, and then at least we're favored in 10 of our 12 games.
Yep.
And if we win the games we're favored in, we go to the playoff.
Right.
Everybody says, like Avargat and everybody else says, well, if you can't beat Notre Dame, you don't deserve to be in the playoff.
Yes.
That doesn't solve the problem.
No, it doesn't solve the problem. By the way,
every football coach I've ever met operates on the assumption that at the end of the year, your team is going to be better than you were at the beginning.
Yes.
That's the goal. So if they play Notre Dame and lose in the middle of October, they play them on October 18th. By the time they're at Thanksgiving, they could be a much better team, but they won't be in the playoff because they didn't take Notre Dame off the schedule.
Exactly.
So I don't yell at you and call you an idiot like other people do. I think it's worth a discussion.
Yeah, no. The other thing is Notre Dame, they are trying to renegotiate a deal with Notre Dame. Notre Dame wants a really long-term deal. USC would like a shorter-term deal.
Because of what we're talking about.
USC wants the game early in the year, like maybe the kickoff, September as opposed to October or November. Yeah. I think that makes sense. That gives you a little time to recover if you potentially lose that Notre Dame
agree
game.
With that way of thinking.
But in this world, I asked Shadano this, if USC loses at Illinois, at Oregon, and loses 29-28 at Notre Dame, do they make the playoff?
I don't think so, but do we have Ryan? I think we got him.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All right, so we welcome Ryan. Ryan, I don't know how much of that conversation you heard, but I'm in the camp of keep Notre Dame on the schedule no matter what. I think you got to make it work. But Mace, his argument, people are mad at him about it, but his argument that if you take him off the schedule, you improve your chances to go to the playoff is indisputable, isn't it?
No, it's true, but I think the USC administration would really love to keep the game. I think right now it's more of a negotiation tactic. Being in the Big Ten, it's a lot more difficult with the travel. I mean, I'm heading out to Indianapolis this weekend to go to the Purdue game. There's so many trips going back and forth. They would love to get that Notre Dame game to happen week 1 or week 2, so you don't have all these travel issues going forward where you're traveling back to the Midwest and 2 or 3 time zones at a time. So I think they want to keep it. I get the reason why, but there would be so much backlash, John, from USC fans They want to see that game. I think it's good for college football. And if you're good enough, you can beat Notre Dame and go to the playoffs anyway.
Yeah. All right, so Jaden Mayava had a tremendous start. Again, 16 of 24, 412 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Boy, those receivers are the real deal. Jacoby Lane, Mekhi Lemon, both terrific. And Jacoby Lane, that is one of the coolest catches I've ever seen. Where does it rank for you?
That was super sick to see him kind of getting held on. I mean, his first 2 catches, he was interfered with, and it didn't matter. He caught the ball anyway. But just to stick his big paw up there, they work on that in practice a lot. But he's just really good at doing that. And to see, you see Mekhi Lemon when he gets the ball in space, he can catch it, get out of traffic, weave, and just run all the way down. He had a 62-yard touchdown and a 74-yard touchdown. I think the most important thing is Jaden Mayava didn't put the ball in harm's way. I think for the first 2 games, he had one play that could have been a turnover. He could have had a ball intercepted against Georgia Southern, but it was a significant improvement of what we saw last year. And there was even one play in the second quarter where he was sort of rolling out, and he could have forced the ball in, and then just throwing it away. They kick a field goal, live to fight another day. I think last year he would have took that chance. So it's a big improvement that he's not putting the ball in harm's way like he was last year.
Ryan Abraham from USCFootball.com is our guest. The Trojans are 2-0, and you can hear every game here on ESPN LA. Ryan, I never asked you about this, and I thought it was significant. He never really reached his full potential, but Zachariah Branch left and transferred to Georgia in the offseason. He took his brother with him. I thought that was going to be a huge blow to USC. Even though Branch only had 1 touchdown last year, I thought he had kind of unlimited potential. But to Mason's point, they don't really miss him, at least not yet, right?
No, him and actually Deuce Robinson is doing really well at Florida State. It was just one of those things where he just didn't seem to work out. And last year, they had like 5 guys along with Kyron Hudson they were all potential number 1 wide receivers. I like the way they have it set up now, and I got to ask Lincoln Riley about this at Big Ten Media Day, where you sort of have 2 Batmans. You have your Jacoby Lane and Mekhi Lemon. They're going to be your number 1 and 2 guys in whatever order you want, and then a bunch of guys that can contribute and be that third player. I think last year there was a lot of mouths to feed, and they were trying to figure that out. And Branch just wasn't great at getting open and making contested catches. And I would say the same thing for Deuce Robinson. They both, I think Branch had a good first game and then didn't do much in their last game for Georgia. But Deuce Robinson, I think, has been more consistent. It'll be interesting to see when they get in conference play how big a contributor those guys can be. But I don't think USC missed them just because they have 2 spectacular wide receivers. And when you can run the offense through those 2 guys, then everyone else can kind of be the sort of the Robin to those Batmans that they have.
And by the way, Hutchinson Community College is where Wayman Jordan came from, and he is racking up huge yards for USC. He looked terrific. They've had a good knack for this. Travis Dye a couple of years ago, Woody Marks last year, Wayman Jordan now, and the running game looks to get on track. Even Eli Sanders is the other guy who's been terrific.
Yeah, Marshawn Lloyd a couple of years ago. One thing Lincoln Riley's done consistently is bring in stud running backs from the transfer portal, and Jordan has more years to play. He's not going to be a one-and-done guy. We just heard so many good things about him. You got to see him out on the field. He had that early fumble, and I think Lincoln Riley knew he's still going to be the guy, got him the ball right away after that. I think he had 167 yards in that. And you just see him. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He does a good job in pass protection. He's really good at making guys miss. I think he's just a really complete back and a great find, to win the JC equivalent of the Heisman Trophy and then come in there. And, you never know when transfers come up from a lower level how they're going to do. But everything we heard about Wayman Jordan is great teammate, great player. And so far we've seen that on the field, Nate.
Ryan Abraham with us. Ryan, something or nothing that Georgia Southern, who is obviously an inferior opponent, USC won the game by 40 points, but that Georgia Southern put 20 points on the board. When Missouri State scored 13, I thought, that's probably about as much as you should allow. And when Georgia State scored 20, I thought that's probably a little more than you should allow. Is the USC defense improved, significantly improved, or does it remind you of last year?
That's a great question. Actually, Missouri State went out and beat Marshall last week, which is crazy. So they got their first FBS win. So that 73 points they put up looks a little better. But, Yeah, I think USC in this game started substituting more on defense, and it was almost like some experimenting was going on. If you that long touchdown drive that Georgia Southern had in the third quarter, a lot of backups were in on that one. But it was a 15-play drive that took over 6 minutes. I know Danton Lynn wouldn't like to see that if at all possible. They did have a bunch of penalties. There were 3 hands in the face penalties and a couple of PI penalties. So I think those are kind of things that you have to clean up. But I feel like it wasn't bad. Clay Helton had this team ready. The guys were really trying to play hard for him. They pulled out all the stops and still end up losing by 39. So I'm not too concerned, John. But, yeah, I think going into Big Ten play, you want to see some of that stuff cleaned up, especially on the penalty side, because they extended some drives with some of the plays that they had where they got penalties and giving them first down. So you don't want to see that, especially going on the road to Purdue. They got to clean that up going into Big Ten play.
So this week at Purdue, then home to Michigan State. They're heavy favorites at Purdue. What does that Michigan State game look like? And by the way, why is it at 8 p.m.? Why is there an 8 p.m. kickoff for a big-time Big Ten game?
The answer to all of your questions is money, right?
Yeah.
Ryan?
Yeah. You got to have money. They're putting that one on Fox. And, yeah, certainly I think just those huge TV contracts that you sign, you kind of sign up for that. I know Ohio State, they won the national championship last year, but they didn't like playing at noon.
At noon, right.
That's sort of the way it goes, USC's been pretty lucky since joining the Big Ten. There haven't been a lot of those late kickoffs. If anything, they've been earlier than normal. But, yeah, that's a really late one. And Barry Odom, Purdue already has 2 wins. They only had 1 all of last year. He comes over from UNLV, where he coached Jay Maiava his freshman year when they won the Mountain West Championship. So that's interesting. And Josh Henson, who was the OC and offensive line coach for USC last year, is now the offensive coordinator there. But they brought in a whole bunch of transfers. I think they're making Purdue a lot better of a team, but USC should still be able to take care of business on that one. But they're a much better Purdue team than we saw last year.
All right, 2-0. I will take it. Couldn't have played much better than they did next week at Purdue. Ryan, always great having you on. Thank you very much. USCfootball.com. Look forward to doing this every Monday, man.
By the way, Ryan, when you get to Indianapolis, Steak and Shake, okay? That's where you go when you land, and then you go to St. Elmo's for dinner and get the shrimp cocktail, okay?
Ah, nice. A lot of Pacers games, I'm sure.
Yes, many years of frequenting downtown Indianapolis.
Lots of experience there.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
See you, Ryan.
All right, coming up next, going to do some icebreakers. We're all over NFL and college football for you today. Also, that Kawhi story coming up.
Yeah, crazy.
The tree scandal. We will get to that as well. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Oh, Reed, Funchess says, which means it's time for me to talk about Toyota. My friends at the Southern California Toyota dealers have great deals all the time, and there's 2 ways you can discover them. One is you go to Toyota.com. They've got every car there. You can compare, you can contrast. The other thing is you can go into any Southern California Toyota dealer. Some people like me, when you buy a car, want to sit in it, want to smell it, want to drive it. You can do that too. The We Make It Easy sales event is here. What that means, it's the best time to get a great deal on a brand new Toyota. Also excited because as we get ready to tip off the new Lakers season, the Lakers and Toyota will be celebrating 50 years of their legendary partnership. They started together in 1976. 2 legendary teams, both driven by legacies of high performance, experience, and resilience, 50 years strong. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, check out your Southern California Toyota dealers. Yes, I get paid to speak for a living. Or visit Toyota.com. Why? Because Toyota makes it easy.
This fall, it's more than just football season on 710 ESPN.
It's family season.
What would you say if somebody took a big bite of sandwich and then put it back in the box and had all the other sandwiches around it?
The 710 crew is as close as it gets.
From sharing the mic to even sharing the same hamburger.
Mason bit into the burger. Chris then finished the burger.
The lineup kicks off with unsportsmanlike from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
a.m. Then Sedano and Cap bring you the morning show from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Plus, the YouTube-only hour from 9 to 10.
And I ate the burger.
The whole thing.
Ate the whole thing with the bite-em.
Swap spit with Mason.
Right after, it's the Rich Eisen Show from 9 a.m. to noon.
Then it's Mason in Ireland, noon to 3.
Mason, what are you doing?
Shame.
Followed by the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show from 3 to 6 p.m.
But you'd eat a half-eaten sandwich. Yeah. That's gross.
It's the brand new football season lineup, and you're invited to the table.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Can you write off a losing fantasy team on your taxes? Asking for a friend. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Treat mom to a hot night out at Thunder from Down Under this Friday night.
Number 2.
Float your boat at Flamingo Friday's nighttime pool parties with live DJ and drink specials this Friday.
And the number 1 reason.
Laughter is in the air when Cedric the Entertainer is in the house, September 19th.
Morongo, good times.
Listen to Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
And it is Mason and Ireland on ESPN LA. It's time for Icebreakers. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka, the finest vodka sourced from Idaho potatoes. Get it? Idaho, Johnny I, the Idaho compound. Enjoy Blue Ice Classic Vodka or their unique flavors like Huckleberry and Double Espresso. Find Blue Ice in stores and ask for them by name. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, and Funch is in for producer Emily today. Funch, what do you got?
Sorry to hate you or disappoint everyone. I'm in. Instead of Emily.
No, man, we are thrilled that you're here.
Yes, I can hear the enthusiasm.
Excited.
I love you guys too. Okay, let's see how this goes. So I'm supposed to give you guys some hints, and you're supposed to guess who this person is.
Who
right?
this person is?
Okay.
Yes. And by the way,
once you guess, you're out, right?
Right. Once you guess, you're out. But if you guess right, you get the number of points.
All right. So the first question's 10 points.
Exactly.
Gotcha. Okay. What do you got, Funch?
All right. Number 1, I made my pro debut at the age of 18. I made my pro debut at the age of 18.
Okay.
Nothing?
Nothing.
2. No, because once we guess, we're out.
Okay. So nothing? Okay.
Does Brian play too?
Yeah, Brian can play, yeah.
I got 2 last week.
Okay.
Second one. I had my own cartoon on a Cartoon Network.
My own cartoon
on a Cartoon Network.
And I made my major league debut. How did you word the first question?
I made my pro debut at 18.
And he's got a card. I
have
no guess
pass.
yet.
I pass.
Okay. One of my nicknames was Kid Dynamite. Oh,
I think I might want to guess. I'm going to guess.
Okay.
I think this is wrong. Is it Bryce Harper?
Nope.
Oh,
I'm out.
Okay, Jones out. Kid Dynamite. Yeah, I know. I don't remember the Bryce Harper cartoon.
Yeah. I don't watch Cartoon Network.
Yeah. All right. Next.
I bought my wife a $2 million gold bathtub.
Cartoon on Cartoon Network should be the giveaway. Gold bathtub.
Oh,
Feel nothing.
No.
Okay.
Do you think you know?
I have a guess.
Okay.
But who knows?
Yeah. All right, pass.
Brian?
Pass.
My new job involves weed.
Oh, I
Mason.
know it. I know it. God dang it.
Mason.
Go.
Is that Tyson?
It is Tyson.
Yeah.
There you go.
The gold bathtub gave it
Yeah,
away.
did you know the gold bathtub?
Yeah. Yeah, so I learned there you got to be well, it's hard cuz you have to guess before somebody else once the weed question came in you had it.
Yeah,
so,
I'm like,
yeah.
whenever the weed question
So you have
comes
to
in, I
use
got it.
What if I would have
juries.
said? What if I would have said I've been arrested over 38 times instead of the weed? Would you have got that?
No.
I didn't know Mike Tyson's been arrested,
Been arrested
38
times? Holy hell.
He got arrested. His big case, the Desiree Washington case, was in a hotel in Indianapolis.
Oh, that's right. It was.
We were just talking
It was.
about Indy with Ryan.
Was that too easy?
No, that was good,
No,
Fonch.
okay,
I
cool.
got it right. I'm
Yeah,
happy with that.
anything Mason wins, it's perfect
I
for him.
thought it was fantastic. Can you come back tomorrow? Icebreaker, sponsored by Blue Ice Vodka, drafted in the heart of America from the finest Idaho potatoes, distilled for clarity, filtered for perfection. Blue Ice isn't just vodka, it's a statement. Sip chilled, mix bold, drink responsibly. Blue Ice Vodka, cooler by nature. Want to make sure you know.
By the way, have you tried that?
I have not.
Wait till you do.
Is it?
I don't know. I had the guy explain to me why it is, and he says, you want to make vodka from potatoes rather than corn. And I go, well, I don't. And then when I tasted it, I knew right away.
Is that right?
Yeah, you try it.
Then we should bring some in.
It's really good. There is a case of it here.
There's a case of it, right? We each got a
Somewhere.
case of it, right?
Somewhere there is a case of it.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah.
Okay, good.
If Bergman didn't drink it all
No,
already.
I don't think so. All right, so you've not had a chance to talk about the Kawhi Leonard Clippers tree scandal.
Yeah, I find this to be one of the most fascinating stories of 2025.
Yep.
Maybe the most interesting story of the year, and for several reasons. So, if you've been living under a rock, basically Pablo Torre, who used to work at ESPN and now he does a podcast called Pablo Torre Finds Out.
Yep, he always does find out.
Did a deep dive on a company called Aspirin that was paid. They paid Kawhi Leonard.
Yep.
$48 million.
Yes.
$28 million in an endorsement deal and an additional $20 million in stock.
Yes.
Okay, so $48 million.
$48 million.
He also figured out, Pablo did, that Steve Ballmer made a $50 million contribution to this company when they went through their investment phase.
Right.
And this company claimed that they were going to make the arenas and buildings in this country carbon neutral.
Yep.
They were going to plant a lot of trees, and they were going to make sure that, so they leaned into
They
the
were going to have
environment.
naming rights for
They were going to be on the
that stuff.
jerseys. But before it ever got that far, the company went bankrupt, and the founder is now in jail.
Yep.
But what Pablo figured out was that Uncle Dennis, who kind of served as Kawhi's representative when he was a free agent in 2019, had asked several NBA teams for extra benefits above and beyond the salary cap, including the Lakers. And Jeannie said, no, we can't do that. He asked for ownership. He asked for other stuff.
Ridiculous stuff you can't do.
Yeah. So this looks very bad. Ballmer invests $50 million. Kawhi ends up with $48 million in his pocket. And the main thing Pablo found out was he did nothing for this company. It was what they call a no-show deal.
Yeah.
And so now the NBA is faced with what do they do about it?
Yep.
Mark Cuban, who's obviously a billionaire who has been in this situation, Cuban believes that Steve Ballmer didn't know anything about this. Here's Cuban.
If the catalyst is Uncle Dennis, I couldn't think of anything dumber. I just don't think it was a binary set of circumstances like that. I just don't see it. Like I said before, I think it's far more likely that Uncle Dennis was the catalyst with the crooks. And I just don't think you can just presume everything with Aspiration, the crooked company, is the equivalent of a legit company. Both of us could be wrong. Neither of us. One of us could be right. We'll find out over time.
Okay, so Cuban thinks that Uncle Dennis may have played Aspiration without Steve Ballmer, knowing about it.
Yeah.
Now, Dave McMenamin was on NBA today. And do we have this one, DC? McMenamin says he has a source at the Clippers who said, we would never cross that line. Here's what McMenamin said.
the question mark is, was this a normal level of tampering, or was this super concerning salary cap circumvention? I was told by a Clippers source that we recognize regular tampering to be like a speeding ticket. Salary cap circumvention is a red line. That's a murder charge, is what the source told to me. And so there is a belief within the Clippers right now that they are welcoming the league's investigation. They are glad to have professionals be able to review the documents that, as Ballmer told Ramona, they've already prepared for the DOJ investigation. And, you know, we could say that Ballmer told us that he was hurt and that he was angry. He may be a little embarrassed as well, too, because he did bring this company deal to the table, maybe didn't vet them enough. When we start talking about the numbers that are being thrown around, not just this purported Kawhi Leonard contract being, you know, a big number, the $330 million to begin with was
team sponsorship.
A big number.
All right, so Dave, his sources are telling him that the Clippers didn't know.
Right.
The problem, Mace, is that Kawhi ended up with $48 million in his pocket.
Yes.
Because he was on the Clippers, and the Clippers had an endorsement deal with Aspiration.
And by the way, if he was on another team, he wouldn't have had this deal. Like if he's
Matter
not
of fact,
a Clipper, he doesn't get the deal.
It was in his contract with Aspiration that if he left the Clippers, the deal is void.
Right.
So it was clearly quid pro quo.
Oh,
here.
sure.
The question is, did the Clippers know about it? But even if they didn't, you have to do something if you're the NBA,
Yes,
right?
you do.
Can't. And so.
Well, wait a minute. If it really is Uncle Dennis going to do a deal with Aspiration, and if the Clippers don't know anything about it, there's actually nothing wrong with that, right? The catch here is that he pushed $50 million into the company, and Kawhi got 48. That's the problem. It looks very quid pro quo.
Okay, so I have you. Let's say they put you and I in charge of the Clippers' punishment.
Good.
All right, and we buy Steve Ballmer's explanation that he knew nothing about it. Okay. You still have to bring the hammer down on these guys, because if you don't, there is no deterrent from another team doing this kind of backroom deal stuff. So I sent you this over the weekend, my 3-part punishment that I would assign.
I like this.
Okay. So the Kawhi got $28 million in straight cash and $20 million in stock.
Yep.
The $20 million in stock is
It's
worth nothing.
worthless 'cause
So
the
throw
company
that
went
out.
belly up. Yeah.
All right. So the first thing I would do, you can't fine Ballmer because money means nothing to him. He makes $153 billion.
Yeah.
All right. I don't think the CBA lets you fine Kawhi, and it also limits you how much you can fine anybody. Also, the Clippers have traded most of their draft picks, so you can't do what you did to the Timberwolves 30 years ago and take 5 number 1 picks away. They've already traded them all to Oklahoma City.
Yep.
All right, so this is what I would do. First, the $28 million gets tacked right onto the Clippers' current salary cap situation. All right, so it's treated like a contract. Kawhi got paid $28 million. That's now on your books. You have to deal with it. All right, so you have $28 million less to spend than every other
you're
team.
that much further over the cap, all that
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
All
good.
right, so the 20, but the main reason I'm doing that is to limit their options in team building because they ignored the salary.
Yep.
All right. Number 2, Steve Ballmer and Lawrence Frank get suspended 50 games each. That takes them past Christmas into next year.
Right.
If you want to give him a year,
Steve's going to be so bummed.
Yeah,
because he loves being there.
If you want to give him a year, you can. But I don't want to do anything that's going to make Ballmer sell the team or get out. Because as an NBA owner, he's so much better than Donald Sterling was. All right. So that's part 2. Part 3, and here's the one that I think you may come back at me at.
Okay.
Kawhi's contract is voided, and he becomes a free agent automatically. So he's going to lose a bunch of money.
Right.
But he can sign with any team in the NBA except the Clips. The Clips are out. They can't re-sign him because they did this.
Right.
That's the 3-part thing. $28 million against the cap. Ballmer and Frank out for 50 games. Kawhi, contract voided, can sign with anybody but not the Clippers. Is that too harsh, too lenient, or just about right?
Tell me the specifics. They did We're assuming they did circumvent the salary cap. And
I
we're
don't
looking
know if
for a
they knew
penalty.
about it, but somebody did.
Somebody did.
And so that's why I'm assigning a penalty to them.
I'm good with the suspensions because who cares?
Right.
Actually, it's going to bother Steve Ballmer a lot.
Yeah.
I'm good with the $28 million going towards the cap.
Okay.
I don't think you can void the contract.
They did with Joe Smith 25 years ago.
But 25 years ago.
I know.
And Kawhi would lose millions of dollars.
Right.
So I would say.
But he also got millions to do nothing.
What do you think of this? Somebody called in last week, and originally I thought it was ridiculous, but now I'm reading your stuff. I'm like, well, maybe it's not that dumb. How about they only get 80% of their cap?
Well, same thing. Yeah, I mean,
guess that's the same. You're right. That's the same thing as the $20 million
we're on the,
fine,
we're
right?
on the same page.
Okay.
All right, so we just threw a lot of stuff at you guys, and we're going to Sports Graffiti, so you guys can react to all of it.
Right, and we didn't even get to the Dodgers.
Yeah, and we will.
Oh.
And Saturday night was the strangest end to a Dodger game maybe in my lifetime.
Brutal.
I've never seen anything like it. 877-710-3776. Open the phones, Funch. 877-710-ESPN. Sports Graffiti, your chance to sound off next.
All right, and it's time to talk a little prize picks. Brian Cohen, you're a prize picks guy, and you always send me a winning ticket. What did you win this weekend?
Oh, this weekend I got lucky with the Chiefs-Chargers.
Yep.
Justin Herbert, over 100 or more than 180 yards and 10 rushing touchdowns or 10 rushing yards. If you remember, you can now combine two different ones for the same player.
Right.
And then Mahomes over 210 and over 10 as well. And Omarion Hampton over 30 yards. So a little five-piece there for Friday night.
How many in the lineup?
Five. There's five
Excellent.
power play as well there. So
I would talk about all my wins from the weekend if I had any. Hey, look, all you need to do to play Prize Picks is choose 2 to 6 player stat projections. Pick more than or less than. You get your picks right, you can cash in. They invented the flex play. I use this all the time. It means you can still cash your ticket even if you miss one. Prize Picks also offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half, doesn't return, Prize Picks does not count that as a loss. Download the app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MACE, M-A-S-E. $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Nobody's got better moves than the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show.
Yeah, everybody can dance. You got to dance like nobody's watching. You got to love like you've never been hurt. You got to dance like nobody's watching.
I will dance at a wedding and have a great time.
The laughs, the sports, and yes, the best dance steps at 710.
I got the same 6 moves.
I'm so self-conscious when I'm doing it.
Oh, really?
But for whatever reason.
You look like you're a good dancer.
I'm not, but at a wedding, I don't care.
Yeah.
I've had a martini
That's
and
fine.
4 beers, and let's go do it.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
Got a little two-step to you?
No, I got a little of this.
It's fun.
About
there
it.
You go. There you go. Follow DeAndre.
Caucasian two-step. That's what I call it.
There you go.
The what?
The Caucasian two-step.
I'm going to patent
There you
that.
go.
Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Located in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, Crypto.com Arena is pulling back the curtain and unveiling new behind-the-scenes VIP tours presented by Delta Airlines, which offers an exclusive look inside one of the world's most iconic sports and entertainment venues. Expert guides will lead small groups through spaces that have hosted legendary sports championships, world-renowned concerts, and epic awards. Guests will also explore the VIP areas and experience the arena's latest renovations. Visit CryptoArena.com/tours for more info.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
The 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic.
Presented by Coors Light and Vista Paint.
Happening Friday, September 12th at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. With special thanks this year to
Sunday Swagger. Make noise without saying a word. Sunday Swagger pairs head-turning prints with buttery soft, breathable fabric and 4-way stretch in polos and golf apparel that move on and off the course. Patterns come in men's, women's, and youth. Upgrade your golf fits at SundaySwagger.com.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA's water? That's why I made the switch to Life Source Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. With Life Source, you deal directly with their local factory. No middlemen, no hassle. Take advantage of a double dip in savings for up to $1,250 off. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, Sports Graffiti time. Everything on the table, at the proverbial table, as old Lee Hamilton would say. Ireland, you take the call.
All right, here we go. Patrick and Covina, you're the leadoff hitter. Hi, Patrick. What do you got?
Oh, NFL football is back. The Rams won. It's just game one, but I see us going 7-2 for the next 9 games. 8 wins will be even better. And you know what? Hey, we got our receivers intact. It's only going forward. I'm excited Rams football's back, guys.
All right,
beautiful.
Awesome, man. Hey, by the way, Puka Nacua, what a beast yesterday. Got clocked, was bleeding from the forehead, got clocked again. He was like in the tent a couple of times, still had a monster game.
I think he had 10 catches, didn't he? Yeah. Here's Jose in Downey. Hey, Jose, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
So I'm an actual Clipper fan for many years.
Okay,
Very
so what
sad,
do you
very
think?
sad.
What do you think, Jose, about my punishment? Too harsh, too lenient, or just about right?
No, I think you're onto something, John. I would like to see if you're going to suspend Ballmer and Lawrence Frank. I think, and then they really didn't have much to do with it, or they really didn't know. Then you actually have to suspend Kawhi as well. I don't mind if you void the contract. Honestly, at this point, after you guys have seen Kawhi with the Clippers,
Yep.
at this point, really, I'd rather just move on from it.
Okay, so let me ask you.
Jose brings up a good point, Mace. They may want to get Kawhi off their books.
Let me ask you a pointed question.
Right.
Do you think, in your opinion, did they circumvent the salary cap?
Honestly, I'm also a Dodger fan. I think Ohtani knew a little bit too. And so, yes, I think the Clippers knew a little bit too.
Okay,
All right, thanks.
there you go.
By the way, Mace, do you think they did? Because you don't believe Pete Carroll knew Reggie Bush got a house. You don't believe Shohei knew the gambling. So this would be.
I think it's possible this was done without Steve Ballmer's knowledge.
Your position of I know nothing. You are an I know nothing guy.
I know nothing because literally I do know nothing.
Here's Justin in Dallas. Hey, Justin, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey guys.
Hey,
so I'm hearing a lot of people on your station. You know, I'm a P1 listener. Have been for about 14, 15 years now. Yeah. Hey, you bet. You guys rock. But they even though the Dodgers have been struggling lately, they're confident that the Dodgers are going to repeat as World Series champions. You do realize we haven't had a World Series repeat champion since 2000, right?
Yeah, that's why.
That is correct,
Justin. That's why I made that bet with Travis. I'm rooting for the
Right.
Dodgers to win it, but nobody's done it in 25 years. It's just hard. But let me ask you this, Justin. If I put a gun to your head and said, you got to bet your life on one team to win the World Series right now, wouldn't you still take the Dodgers?
The way they've been playing lately, I don't think so.
So who would you take?
I think, well, in the National League, I think Milwaukee could beat him. I think the Phillies have been playing really, really well lately.
The Mets can beat
Nobody
them.
beyond those two teams.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, tonight, Justin, they open a series against Colorado. Everybody thinks the Dodgers are going to sweep them. I don't.
No, they've lost 5 series
Not the way
since
they've been playing.
July the 1st.
But, Mace, having said that, same question to you that I asked Justin. Gun to your head. You die if you're wrong. One team to win the World Series. Who are you taking?
Well, I'm going to root like hell for the Dodgers, but I think it might be Milwaukee's year.
Okay. No, so you're with Justin. All right. Thanks. And
I would take the field versus the Dodgers.
Yeah, that's what I have. That's what I have with Travis.
Right. I mean, I honestly, they look broke right now, and I don't know who gets the last night out for the Dodgers.
I have a theory about that.
Okay.
Why they look, quote unquote, look broke. I don't think they care about the regular season. I just don't. I saw this with the 2002 Lakers.
Yep.
Sacramento had this really young, fast, great team. They raced out to a big lead in the division. They won the division. The Lakers just kind of laid back. And when the playoffs started, they flipped a switch. I don't believe that that's smart.
Right.
But I believe that's what the Dodgers think. I think these players are like, we're going to get judged on the postseason anyway. So these regular season, how else do you explain Michael Conforto in the lineup every day?
Lack of options.
Not true.
And by the way, he actually hit 2 for 4 yesterday.
Yeah, but I mean, they could mix it up and try
they could
other
mix
people.
Well, tonight tomorrow night we think Tommy Edmonds coming back. So Tommy Edmonds goes to center, Teoscar to left, Andy Pages to right. That makes a difference. I just don't know. Last year, bullpens win championships, and they don't have a good one.
Well, Tanner Scott looks like pouring gas on a fire.
Awful.
Here's Ken in Newport Beach. Hey, Ken, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
And by the way, it's great to hear your voice. The morning show is not like it used to be. I feel like I'm watching MSNBC. But anyway, listening to. Let's talk about the Dodgers. Yamamoto is pitching a no-hitter.
Yes.
There's 2 outs in the 9th inning. There's absolutely no reason not to give him the opportunity to complete that no-hitter.
Well, wait a minute. They did. He gave up the home run to Jackson Holiday.
Right.
But so what do you say?
You're saying they should have left him in after the home run?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What was his pitch count? Did anybody notice?
113, I think.
Yeah. I have no issue with them taking him out, but I see what your point is, Ken. He probably gave them a better chance to win the game than anyone in the bullpen. Is that your point?
Well, he brings Trinan in as a 4.40 ERA, and then what does he bring in? Scott, who's given up 10 home runs. He's lost 9 games for the Dodgers.
Yep.
He throws 2 pitches, and the game's over as a single. That was the worst management I've ever seen from Dave Roberts. And I have no idea what he was thinking to bring Scott in again and again and again.
It's a fair question, and thank you, Ken, for the phone call. Mace, here's my question. If the Dodgers continue to play like this,
right,
and they either miss the playoffs, which I don't think will happen.
No, they will not miss.
Or get into the playoffs and go out early.
Right.
Does that cost anyone their job?
No.
Are there any repercussions for that?
No.
Okay, that's another feather in my theory, in my cap for the theory. There's no, if Michael were here, he would say, there's not enough of that E word, urgency.
Right.
There is no urgency because think about it. They're going to get judged on their postseason performance.
Yep.
You just admitted, if this thing goes south, nobody's losing their job.
Right.
So they need to create some urgency.
So this is to your point. In 98, the Yankees won the World Series. They went 114-48. In 99, they went 98-64 and won the World Series.
16 games worse.
In 2000, they went 87-74 and won the World Series. So this is kind of going to your point that even the Yankees during that era had some bad regular season baseball and still won it when it mattered.
And I just don't think if these games were life and death, that Michael Conforto's in the lineup every day, that Tanner Scott's getting the ball with the game on the line. I think that they are auditioning these guys for the postseason.
They got a 1-game lead in the National League
I don't think they care. I think as long as
you really want a 1-game series, a 3-game series.
Despite what you believe, and I think your theory makes sense to me, that you want to have the best record you can to position yourselves the best you can in the postseason. I think they believe once they get in, no matter where they are, they're the team to beat. Do you believe they think that?
No, I believe they're scuffling badly right now.
Yeah,
and I will quote. Let's see. I will quote Tanner Scott, who said this:
"For everyone that threw tonight, it was great, and then for that to happen, it just sucks. It feels terrible, and I don't know. I have to figure it out because baseball hates me right now.
Baseball hates me right now.
Well, he's right about that.
Baseball hates me right now.
Yeah. And a good, by the way, kudos to him for facing the music.
Sure.
A lot of guys go out the back door when they give up a lead like that and blow a game. Good for him for not doing that. But I honestly believe that the Dodgers are treating the regular season as an audition for October. And that's why Conforto's in the lineup every night. That's why Tanner Scott's still getting the ball. That's why they're starting pitching.
So you think they just accepted that they're going to be a wild card play-in team?
Not a wild card play. I think they've accepted that they're going to be in.
Yes, they are.
And I don't think they care where they're in. Now, they will say all the right things. We want to win every game. Of course, there's urgency in the regular season. Judge them by what they do, not by what they say.
Right.
If there's urgency in these regular season games, why is Conforto in the lineup when he's hitting 189? Why is Tanner Scott getting the ball at the end of games? You have other options.
But the reality is, right now, they're going to have a 3-game series to advance to the DS.
Right. And they're not scared of it.
Well, they should be.
Well, I agree with you.
They should absolutely be scared of it.
We're trying to come up with an explanation as to why the Dodgers are playing so bad. To me, that's it. They don't care about the regular season. Their actions, this.
Yeah, but wait a minute. Does Blake Trinan care?
Of
Can't
course,
get anybody
he's
out.
trying to work it out.
Does Tanner Scott care?
Well,
can't get anybody out.
For players, it's different because what these players are, you're auditioning for a spot in the postseason roster.
Right.
If I had to make the postseason roster today, I'm not sure that Michael Conforto or Tanner Scott is on it.
They both are.
Why?
Because Conforto's a left-handed bat. They can always use him in off the bench as a pinch hitter. He was 2
Would you
for
want
4
to see
yesterday.
him? Would you want to see him come up as a pinch hitter?
But
would you want to see Tanner Scott come in any situation?
Somebody is still writing those guys onto the lineup card.
Right.
And
That's
you're
my
saying
point.
they don't care.
No, I'm saying that Dave Roberts. I should change my verbiage. It's not that they don't care. It's that they are treating these regular season games as an audition. It's a dress rehearsal to them where every other team treats it as the real thing.
You know what Dave Roberts hates?
What?
Team meetings. You know what they did on Saturday? Team meeting.
There you go.
They're not playing well.
He's trying to wake them up.
Yeah, not playing well at all.
Trying to wake them up.
All right, whenever we talk about it on Sports Graffiti, it's sponsored by BetterHelp. If you're having any emotional stuff going on right now, anxiety, depression, therapy can be your answer. Go to BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp.com/timeout. Remember, mental health is health. All right, this Friday is the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light and Vista Paint at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research. Once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to Vista Paint, Precision Color, Championship Finish.
Hey, when we come back, can I ask you about Bill Belichick?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Next, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This fall, it's more than just football season on 710 ESPN.
It's family season.
What would you say if somebody took a big bite of sandwich and then put it back in the box and had all the other sandwiches around it?
The 710 crew is as close as it gets.
From sharing the mic to even sharing the same hamburger.
Mason bit into the burger. Chris then finished the burger.
The lineup kicks off with unsportsmanlike from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Then Sedano and Cap bring you the morning show from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Plus, the YouTube-only hour from 9 to 10.
And I ate the burger.
The whole thing.
Ate the whole thing with the bite. Swapped spit with Mason.
Right after, it's the Rich Eisen Show from 9 a.m. to noon.
Then it's Mason and Ireland, noon to 3.
Mason, what are you doing?
Shame.
Followed by the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show from 3 to 6 p.m.
But you'd eat a half-eaten sandwich.
Yeah.
That's gross.
It's the brand new football season lineup, and you're invited to the table.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's hottest card room. Pregame with friends on game days inside Century Bar and Grill and enjoy daily lunch specials or catch up over a late night dinner. Step into Ray's Lounge and enjoy live music, DJs on the weekends, and savory crafted cocktails. The only spot where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino now open. Located next to the Forum and SoFi Stadium and the all-new Intuit Dome. For more info, go to playhpc.com or follow them at playhpc. Must be 21 plus to enter.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avargat is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avargat knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit Avargat.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avargat is here to help. Visit Avargat.com or call 818-917-5256. Avargat, your claim, our game.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
How much time did we spend talking about Matthew Stafford's back? He's never going to be able to play. We're going to have Jimmy G on opening day. He was great.
And then they sneak him.
Yeah.
They actually, at the goal line, they were so concerned about his back that they ran a quarterback sneak and tried to do the Jalen Hurts thing. They obviously were not afraid. Matthew Stafford, timing a little bit off. He and Puka connected. It's going to take a little bit of time with Devontae Adams. Kyron Williams is going to be a horse all year long. Offensively, I think they'll work it out, but defense is going to be their calling card this year. They were absolutely terrific yesterday against the Texans.
All right, speaking of football.
Yes.
So it's only been 2 games.
Yep.
But I'm leaning very strongly towards declaring this Bill Belichick experiment at North Carolina is not going to work.
After just 2 games?
I am.
Wow.
And here's why. This is the one that put it over the top.
Okay.
The number one thing you're selling as a college football coach, I've had 10 different coaches tell me this over the years. Lincoln Riley would say it. Deshaun Foster would say it. Anybody would say it that we've ever had on. Pete Carroll would say it.
Yep.
The thing you're selling when you go out and recruit is every high school kid thinks they're going to the NFL. Now, obviously, it's not true. It's not even close to being true. I think 2% of them go. But they all believe it. So what you're saying is, you come play for me, I will develop you into an NFL player.
Yes, correct.
And you can do this for a career. So Bill Belichick, one of the number one things you do, and Bill knows this because he was a coach in the NFL for 30 years.
Right.
One of the number one things you do is you roll out the red carpet anytime an NFL team says, hey, we want to come watch practice. We want to come watch your program.
Good for your players.
We're thinking about drafting one of your guys.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, Brian, Omarion Hampton, who looked so good for the Chargers on Friday night, last year, was he not the starting tailback for the University of North Carolina?
He was, yeah.
Okay. So that's a good example. somebody from the Chargers went down to Mac Brown was the coach,
Saw
went
him
down
play,
to North
eyes on
Carolina,
scouting, yeah.
asked Mac Brown, tell me about Omarion Hampton. They scouted him. They went to his games. The Chargers drafted him. He's now, less than 6 months later, he's their starting tailback. Bill Belichick told the Patriots wanted to come down, watch practice, take a look at some of his guys, just like the Chargers did with Omarion Hampton.
Sure.
Belichick said, you are not welcome here. We're not letting you in.
Right.
It makes zero sense.
It
so
doesn't make
after
sense.
North Carolina won their first game on Saturday, somebody asked Bill, explain that to me, because aren't you here to get these guys to the NFL? And here's what Bill said.
Well, no, it's clear that I'm not welcome there around their facility, and so they're not welcome in ours. Pretty simple.
Okay. Why would you need to go to their facility?
Well, is he banned from their facility?
Well, I think he feels the way he was ushered out is offensive, and so he's holding it against the Patriots. Now, I have an update on this story since he said that.
Yeah.
Mike Vrabel, the head coach of the Patriots, had his press conference this morning, and they asked Vrabel, and they said, why did you guys ban Bill Belichick? He goes, we didn't. He's welcome here. He's a huge part of our history.
So this is Belichick in his head believing, I got fired there. They must not want me there, so I don't want them at my practice.
And here's why it set off the red flag in my head.
Yeah.
And it is, I understand everybody listening, it's too early to say that Bill Belichick's not going to work. But here's why it really was something to me rather than nothing.
Yep.
He cares about himself more than the kids. That clearly is the indication from that decision. The minute you put yourself in front of the kids, that it's more important for you to exercise your personal grudges and be difficult and be Bill Belichick about it,
right,
than it is to get your kids. What if the Patriots went to practice and saw one of his kids and said, hey, I'm going to put that guy on my radar.
Right.
And they're in the 6th or 7th round.
Sure.
Tom Brady, the guy responsible for Bill Belichick's success, was the 7th round pick.
Yep.
And Belichick won't let the Patriots scouts and people, and Mike Vrabel, their head coach, who played for Bill, to North Carolina, into their practices and into their games. To me, that is an unconscionable position.
Plus, one of the stated missions of the program, according to him, is to build an NFL-style structure. Well, why would you not? In other words, if you're selling people on the NFL, why would you ban one-team scouts from coming to watch you?
I have never, and I've been doing this 30-plus years, heard of a college program kicking an NFL team out of practice, ever.
Yeah.
Ask Pete Carroll, ask Lincoln Riley, ask Chip Kelly, ask Jim Mora. The NFL calls and says, we want to come watch your practice. They say, what time you getting here?
Right.
We'll give you a parking space. And Bill says, I'm not welcome at their facility, so they're not welcome at ours. So you're more important than the kids?
Although, when you hear the entire story, don't you look at it and say, yeah, this all tracks?
Of course.
It all tracks. I mean,
but it doesn't, because every time we talk about Belichick, it's something weird.
Right.
It's that he's 49 years older than his girlfriend. It's that she took over the 60 Minutes interview.
Yeah.
It's that he, all these famous people showed up for his opener, from Lawrence Taylor to Michael Jordan, to all these famous, Roy Williams, all these famous North Carolina alums. And you got your ass kicked by TCU, who Dion embarrassed the year before.
Right.
I just don't think he's in it for the right reasons. And if this flames out after 1 year, I would not be surprised. Would you?
I think it is going to flame out after 1 year. I was never a buyer. I never thought the success of NFL coaches going to college football. I mean, the record is terrible. Guys just don't hit.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we think this is going to be any different. 6 Super Bowls, I suppose, but this is the sort of petty stuff that just isn't going to serve his program at all.
Right. Most of the time, it's somebody that had success in college, went to the pros, said, I'm better in college, and went back. Like Nick Saban.
Nick Saban, exactly.
Yeah, but what Bill Belichick's doing makes no sense to me.
Yeah. All right, so Friday night, I was at Cosm to see The Matrix. I'm telling you, first of all, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Was it like a specially edited version of The Matrix?
Specially created just for Cosm.
Okay.
To celebrate the anniversary of The Matrix.
So all the guys playing limbo with the bullets you saw.
Bullet time, you see him lean back, all that stuff. It's amazing. And by the way, not only that, you can see stuff like Cirque du Soleil, and they've got a digital orbital show there, all kinds of stuff. But I'm telling you right now, NFL back at Cosm. And this season, before every home Rams game, you can hang out with Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the hall at Cosm. If you got a ticket to the game, you can go on in for free. Catch all the energy on massive wall-to-wall LED displays in the hall. Don't miss out on all their great signature menu items, local favorites, craft cocktails, beers, all through the venue. It will change the way you view sports. And check out The Matrix. To learn more, visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic.
Presented by Coors Light and Vista Paint.
Happening Friday, September 12th at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. With special thanks this year to
Sunday Swagger. Come for the prints, stay for the feel. Sunday Swagger delivers buttery soft, breathable polos and button-ups with 4-way stretch. Built to move from the first tee to last call. Find yours at sundayswagger.com.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams open with a victory against the Houston Texans. Final score 14-9. The Rams defense all over the field, seemingly making a habit out of holding the opposition to under double digits yet again. But the big story, Matthew Stafford and his back. He looks very good in his first game in the season. 21 completions and 29 attempts, 245 yards along the way, and a touchdown pass to Davis Allen for the first passing touchdown of the season. And perhaps most importantly, other than getting that first win of the season, Matthew Stafford became just the 10th player in NFL history to pass for 60,000 yards. That happening in the second half against the Texans. Kyren Williams, a nice game as well on the ground. He picks up 66 yards and what is becoming traditional, the Kyren Williams touchdown week after week. With Monday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Can you write off a losing fantasy team on your taxes? Asking for a friend. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Treat mom to a hot night out at Thunder from Down Under this Friday night.
Number 2.
Float your boat at Flamingo Friday's nighttime pool parties with live DJ and drink specials this Friday.
And the number 1 reason.
Laughter is in the air when Cedric the Entertainer is in the house, September 19th.
Morongo, good times.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments, including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, weekdays noon to 3. You're home for real Dodgers talk and super hot takes.
All right, so ready for super hot take?
Oh, that's
super
right.
hot take.
Super hot take for promo.
Okay. Ready? Ireland?
Yeah. More of the fellas. Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Maybe I'm being prisoner of the moment here, Ireland, but right now I feel better about the Rams winning the Super Bowl than I do about the Dodgers winning the World Series.
Okay. You're not the only one who feels that way.
Oh, yeah?
There are 10 NFL writers at Sports Illustrated. Okay, 2 of the more prominent ones, Albert Breer.
Did he ever play? Was he ever play?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm going to bring that up, too. Albert Breer and Matt Verderame are picking the Rams to go to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Although they both picked the Rams to lose the big game. Breer has Buffalo beating the Rams in the Super Bowl, and Verderame has the Chiefs beating the Rams in the Super Bowl. Here's what I'll say. If Matthew Stafford's healthy, and that defense plays the way they did yesterday,
there's
nobody in the NFC other than the Packers, who I think looked great. There's nobody else in the NFC that I think is light years ahead of the Rams. I think the Rams are as good as any team.
Don't you think it's Packers, Eagles, Rams? To me, those are the three in the NFC.
I thought the Eagles looked very beatable on Thursday night.
They did, but you know what the first week of the season is? It's a liar.
Overreaction
it's a
Monday.
liar.
Yeah.
It does not necessarily tell you what's going to happen the rest of the year. Like, I don't think the Colts are going to roll over everybody this year,
You're
although
not
they had a
part
good day
of
yesterday.
Danny Dimes. You're not on the train?
I am not.
Well, I'm starting Michael Pittman next week. I
There
know
you
that.
go.
See you, Devontae.
By the way, Raiders were very good yesterday. Pete Carroll, I'm telling you, a good coach and a good quarterback. I said
Geno played great.
The last 3 years, Geno Smith was a top 8 quarterback in QBR. It's not surprising me that he went off yesterday.
Okay, but here's the thing. As a Raider fan, how much stock should I take in the fact that they played the Patriots and the Patriots stink? The Patriots did not play well.
Yeah, Patriots are oversold. A lot of people, Drake May. I don't, Brian, what do you want to say?
Also, did not have their best player, Christian Gonzalez. Their best player on the whole team is their cornerback. So he was out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Brian, how high should I be on the Raiders?
I mean, I watched majority of this game. I thought they were decent. They were definitely way better than they were last year.
They could go 8-9. I will give them that.
Genty is going to get better.
Yeah.
Geno's solid. Brock Bowers is a machine.
Are you guys buying the Chiefs run as the winner of the AFC West is over? I'm not. I think they could win it.
They're a little bit like what you were saying about the Dodgers. Do they really care?
They're going to get judged by what they do in the postseason. They've been to 3 straight Super Bowls.
Right. Do they really care if they have the best record in the league? Probably not.
Right. And the difference is, I think the Chiefs and the Dodgers are the same in this way. They spent money in all the right places.
Mm-hmm.
They have championship aspirations.
And they're coming off championships.
Right. And, well, the Chiefs aren't, but
I'm sorry,
But they're coming off 3 straight trips to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'll use this to invoke UCLA.
Yeah.
Okay, so UCLA lost again over the weekend to UNLV.
Damn.
At one point, they'd trailed 23-0.
Yeah.
And I seriously thought Deshaun Foster might get the tarmac treatment if they don't play.
Oh, really?
Oh, they were awful.
They would take him to the Lane Kiffin Memorial firing room at LAX?
They looked so overmatched and so much like they don't care.
Right.
And then they stormed back.
Yeah.
They put up enough fight where I think they saved Deshaun from at least a 2-game in firing.
Right.
He's very much on the hot seat.
In fairness, they're not going to fire Deshaun Foster midseason.
I hope not. But that's what I told you.
They are firing him postseason.
Right. Here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
I don't blame Deshaun for UCLA's failures. I think that I made this comment a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And somebody said, you don't know what you're talking about. I said, UCLA doesn't really care about football. And they goes, well, they went out and got the number 1 transfer quarterback in the country. What are you talking about?
That is true.
But a team that cares about football, Mace, okay?
Yep.
Does not let their young, bright defensive coordinator go to their rival over money, which is what USC came right in and
they doubled his
swooped.
salary.
And it was strictly that.
Yeah.
Danton Lynn would have stayed at UCLA had UCLA met the offer. They didn't do it. When Chip Kelly surprised him and left and went to Ohio State, I fully realized that they were late in the game. All right?
Yep.
But Lincoln Riley makes $10 million a year to coach USC. I think Deshaun Foster is 12th or 13th in the Big Ten,
right,
in terms of salary. Again, what we said earlier, don't judge me on what I say. Judge me on what I do. UCLA let their defensive coordinator walk across the street. They didn't hire any head coach with any experience. And again, I like Deshaun and hope they don't fire him and give him a fair chance. But you can't make a serious argument that UCLA cares about football when they do stuff like that, can you?
In fairness, I mean, you mentioned NIL. UCLA, aside from Nico Amaleva, I don't think is playing the NIL game.
Right.
USC is, especially since they got Chad Bowden.
Yeah.
UCLA Sports does not have a general manager right now.
Yeah, and I don't think they necessarily think they need one.
Right, and clearly they do.
I think they know they made the move to the Big Ten. They got that big money to do it.
Yep.
And whether they win or lose isn't as important, whereas at USC, whether they win or lose is life and death.
Right.
If Lincoln Riley started 0-2, there'd be no question he would have been fired.
Of course.
Deshaun Foster, nobody's even talking about it.
Well, here's the thing about this, though, John. I really think that his opening press conference at the Big Ten was a sign of things to come. I do not believe he really has a handle on the program. I don't think they're playing well. I don't think that they've got the talent. I don't think they've got the NIL. I don't think they've got the leadership. I do not think UCLA is going to win with Deshaun Foster as head coach.
Last year, would they go 5-7?
5-7, yeah.
Okay, and I thought that was actually better than I thought they were going to do.
I think that was better, yeah.
And I was expecting to build on that. And in the first 7 quarters of 2025, they've regressed.
Yeah.
They've gone backwards with how they looked at the end of last season. So you got to make a decision if you're UCLA. You either care about football or you don't. You either develop your young coaches, and when they have the number 1 defense in the country, you don't let them walk across the street to your biggest rival, by the way, over money. All right? You're either in it to win it or you're not. And right now I would argue they're not. That's not unfair, is it?
No, I don't think that's fair. I think that's not unfair. I strongly believe that if you're not playing the NIL game right now, you're just not playing.
And by the way, before the UCLA fans, and I went to UCLA, before you come at me and say, of course the kids want to win. I know the kids want to win.
Yeah,
that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about an institutional commitment to the sport. UCLA does it in basketball.
Yeah.
They got an elite coach in Mick Cronin. They scatter the globe for people. They spend NIL money on basketball. They get great NBA prospects.
Yep.
Where is any of that in football?
So let's play the game. UCLA is 0-2. New Mexico at home.
I think every game is a coin
You think
flip.
every game? At Northwestern? Yeah, it's a
I mean,
home
they should,
to Penn State.
They should
home,
win. No, they'll lose to Penn State.
At Ohio State.
They'll lose.
At USC.
They'll lose.
At Michigan State.
That's a coin flip.
I mean, they've got at Indiana.
They'll lose.
They'll lose. I mean, this could be a 3-win team. They will take a step back.
I picked them to go 4-8.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to be right.
But
and
you're okay. That would be, in other words, 5-4. You're all right with that.
No, I'm not all right with any of it.
You picked them to win 4 games. That's unsatisfactory. Would you say get rid of Deshaun Foster?
I would say either financially commit to the program and address the things you're talking about. Yeah. Get an NIL money, hire a general manager, don't let your coaches walk across the street over money. If they start correcting things like that, they address the elephants in the room. And you hit on all the big touch points.
Yeah.
NIL, GM, money for the assistants.
Yep.
Either you say, we're going to fix it, or we're going to be a 500 team or worse. And I think until they address the big stuff, they're a 500 team or worse.
If I was UCLA.
And so that's why I wouldn't fire Deshaun this year, by the way, because until you correct the other stuff, I don't care if you bring in Nick Saban, you're not going to win. It's all about NIL now.
I would fire him and hire Danton Lynn if I was UCLA. I think Danton Lynn is going to be a great head football coach.
But they got to pay him.
They got to pay him.
If they hire him, he can't be the 12th highest paid coach in the Big Ten.
Right now, he's like a $2 million
I think he's one of the highest paid
coordinator.
assistants in the country.
He is. But don't you think that's the kind of guy that would make sense?
Yeah, but I wouldn't do it midseason.
No, not midseason.
I don't think Danton would leave USC midseason.
No, I don't believe in midseason firings in college football.
Because he knows where the bodies are buried over there. He was there.
He may not want to go back.
I don't know if he comes if they don't address the other stuff we're talking about.
Yeah, no, it's true. All right, coming up next, some confusion led to Micah Parsons being in Green Bay. Jerry Jones and Micah had a conversation. It went well, but the outcome wasn't good for the Cowboys. That's coming up next for you, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Your mornings just got a whole lot louder.
2 massive LA radio superstars.
Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
I'm a great tipper. Cappy's the one that never tips. He's the one that's always complaining. Why is everything got to be a tip? I tip all those mother bleepers.
Don't just listen. Watch, stream, and connect across every platform.
Not a radio station, but a multi-platform operation. Okay?
Yeah. Get him, George.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. 7 to 9 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And 9 to 10 a.m. for the YouTube-only hour.
The freaking curtains open, we bust out through them, and we hit the airwaves.
Because weekday mornings in LA belong to Sedano and Cap.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast, and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Chris Morales here. Addiction to opioids and stimulants can strip away the things that make you uniquely you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at choosechangeca.org.
You ever notice the harsh feeling and chlorine taste in LA's water? That's why I made the switch to LifeSource Water. Their whole house water system gives clean, filtered water from every tap in my house. It's become our essential appliance we love using every day. With LifeSource, you deal directly with their local factory. No middlemen, no hassle. Take advantage of a double dip in savings for up to $1,250 off. Call 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. Warranty limitations apply.
Y'all know his name? Lil Wayne presents the Carter 6 Tour.
5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
Live at Crypto.com Arena, Friday, September 12th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Lowe's knows that free makes everything better. That's why our rewards members get free standard shipping on the things they need and want, starting at Silver Key status every day. Savings for rewards members add up fast, so why wait? Join for free today. Lowe's, we help, you save. Not available in Alaska and Hawaii. Exclusions and more terms apply. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/shipping terms. Subject to change.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Mason and Ireland on LA's mega sports station.
I'm going to come out with something right here. I don't work as hard as John Ireland and have no interest in it.
Right now, more of Mason and Ireland on 710.
God, I watched the Wilder show. Brian, you may have seen this. Have you seen the Catfish, high school Catfish documentary thing?
Oh, on Netflix?
What is that about?
It yet,
Oh, my God.
It's worth it, huh?
It's worth it. It has got a twist in it that is just unbelievable.
Is it just one big
just
movie?
One big. It's no. It's a
documentary.
Part.
There's multi. Okay.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It's called the High School Catfish series, and it is crazy.
Did you watch the new HBO show last night? Task?
No, I heard it was good though.
It's really
is
good.
It? That's Mark Ruffalo.
It's called Task with Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah,
I turned off the game last night when the Ravens were up just to watch the show. Yeah,
that's
you
were the
one. Yeah,
I'm that guy. You missed the end of that game last night?
I turned it off with when we were up.
Oh,
15
when it was,
points.
Exactly. That was an easy one to turn off. I just keep that. That's wallpaper in my room.
Yeah.
When there's an NFL game, it's on somewhere.
But I was so into the show last night that I couldn't, keep track of the game.
Well, that's what happened to me Saturday. I was watching the SC game, and all of a sudden I start getting text messages about Yamamoto. I'm like, I switch over to Yamamoto, and I'm so excited because a no-hitter excites me like nothing else. And gave up the home run in the ninth inning, which was brutal.
Strangest end to a game I've seen in years.
And then Blake Trinan couldn't find the plate, and then Tanner Scott did the Tanner Scott thing.
Baseball hates me right now.
Yeah,
baseball hates him right now.
Think about this. They're up 3-1.
Yep.
Yamamoto's pitching a no-hitter. There are 2 outs in the ninth.
Yes.
And they lose.
Brutal.
I don't think they said their win percentage, according to ESPN Analytics, was 98.6.
Yeah, actually 99.6.
99.6.
Yeah.
So the Orioles had a 0.4 chance to win that game, and they won it.
Now, the one thing I'll say is that is your game one starter. Yamamoto is your game one starter. Really good.
And by the way, I'm going to reverse a position I had earlier in the year. I think Kershaw gets a start now.
Hey, look, Kershaw and Ohtani looked at that game yesterday and said, we're going to win this thing.
Yep.
Kershaw was terrific. He was a dog, and Ohtani had the 2 home runs. They were done with losing.
Yeah.
They were done with losing.
Which is why if you go to Vegas, the Dodgers are still favored because they've got all those people.
So you came across this story. So we all know Micah Parsons winds up in Green Bay after a contract breakdown in Dallas, and Jerry Jones at one point said, I know I'm going to keep, and I didn't keep him, wound up trading him for a couple of first-round picks. John, they at one point had a deal.
Okay.
Supposedly.
So there's a deep dive on this on ESPN.com about how Micah Parsons got to Green Bay. And by the way, I thought he was great.
Yeah.
I thought, he made some great plays. They love having him there. I think it makes the Packers, I got the Packers and the Rams coming out of the NFC this year to go to the Super Bowl.
Love the way you're talking.
Because I think the Eagles might have a Super Bowl hangover. They've been 2 times in the last 3 years. I'm not disrespecting the Eagles. I just think the Packers and the Rams might be a little hungrier.
Yep.
And so I think Jerry made a mistake trading Micah Parsons. But here's what I don't like about this whole story.
Mm-hmm.
So Micah calls Jerry and says, let's get together. Let's see if we can resolve this thing.
Right.
I've been out of training camp. I want to come in. Let's get it done.
Yeah.
And Jerry says, come on in whenever you want. So Micah goes in there, and Jerry says, where are we at with you? Okay. And Micah goes, you need to give me a little more than what you've offered. And Jerry says, well, what would it take? What are you looking for? What would it take to get this done? And Micah says, A, B, C, and D. And Jerry goes, you know what? Let's do it. I appreciate you coming in here.
Yeah.
Let's get this thing done.
Yeah,
I agreed to
okay.
all your terms. Let's go.
Man to man. We did it man to man.
Right. And Micah goes, great. I'll have my agent call you, and we'll get it done. And Jerry goes, okay, sounds good. The agent calls and says, okay, Jerry, we're ready to negotiate. And Jerry goes, oh, we don't need to. Micah gave me all your demands, and I agreed to all of them. We're done. And the agent goes, no, he's not empowered to do that. I do the negotiating. And Jerry goes, he called me.
Right.
And then he told me what he wanted. So your client your client cut you out of the deal.
Yes,
I didn't cut you out of the deal.
Exactly.
And the media, particularly all the guys at ESPN on the studio shows, are all saying, well, Jerry has to respect the agent. He dealt with Troy Aikman's agent. He dealt with CeeDee Lamb's agent.
Right.
He dealt with Dak Prescott's agent. Why won't he deal with Micah Parsons' agent?
It's because Micah called him.
Right.
Yeah.
So why is Jerry Jones the bad guy in all this? Other than the fact I wouldn't have traded him.
Right.
Okay, Micah's a really good player. I would have done what it took to keep him.
Whatever it took.
But Jerry Jones is being treated as a guy who botched this. I tend to side with him in this dispute.
Yeah, I mean, I side with him on the dispute. The result, I don't understand at all.
Well,
ultimately, the trade is just devastating, I think, for Dallas and puts Green Bay over the top.
Well, we won't know if it's devastating for Dallas until we see what they do with the 2 first-round picks.
Well, they're late first-round picks. That's the thing. It's like,
well, think about Les Snead though. He gets late picks and makes them. Cooper Kupp was a 3rd-round pick.
Right, but with the 28th pick, it's not like a high-impact first-round pick. It's not like you're going to be. It's not like you're going to be in the. I was going to say the lottery in the top 10. You're not going to be in the top 10 with that pick.
But like the Rams. Okay, so I'll compare this to what the Rams have going next year.
Yep.
The Rams have their number 1, which is rare,
and
they have Atlanta's number 1.
Yes.
So Dallas has their number 1 and Green Bay's number 1.
Right.
What you can do is package those picks to move up.
Right.
So maybe that's their plan. I don't know. I just felt like Jerry doesn't necessarily deserve the crap he's getting for the way this went down. He deserves to be criticized for trading him because you let a 20. It's the same thing I would say about.
It's the end result.
It's the same thing I would say about Nico Harrison.
Right.
You traded a 25-year-old in his prime when you didn't have to.
Yep.
So that he deserves criticism for. But for Micah saying, well, he refused to deal with my agent. You cut your agent out of the deal.
Yeah.
It didn't seem fair to me.
I just got a tweet, and I want to mention this, and it includes video. Andy Pajes could have made a catch on that Jackson Holiday home run.
I haven't seen it.
Could have made this catch. I'm going to show it to you.
Okay.
There, see if you can get it.
I
there.
got it. All right.
So, Jackson Holiday.
Oh!
It hits the top of the wall.
He sure did. He didn't even attempt it.
He did not even attempt it. And that would have,
and I think
that would have preserved a no-hitter.
It would have put Andy Pages in baseball history as saving a no-hitter.
The guy that saved the no-hitter. But don't you think he could have got that ball?
I don't know how tall that wall is, but I'm going to look at it again. Here it is again.
But I mean, don't you at least try to scale that wall? He doesn't even get to the wall.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mean
you're right.
That's brutal. He could have made that catch.
Yep, you're right.
And, all the things that we made fun of the Yankees for last year, bad defense, bad base run, all of a sudden we're that team.
Yeah.
We're that team. Just mental mistakes and screw-ups, and in that case, not going to the wall. Defensively, run prevention has been terrible this year. Again, Max Muncy back tonight at third base, and tomorrow night we hope Tommy Edman in center field. That might be the end of Michael Conforto.
I've heard that. You're like Charlie Brown, and I'm like Charlie Brown, and you're like Lucy with the football. You keep telling me this is the end of Michael Conforto, and every freaking night Michael Conforto's in the lineup.
Edman is going to center, Teoscar to left, Andy Pages in right. That's your outfield starting tomorrow night, and I don't think it changes much.
From your lips to the baseball god's ears, but I think you're wrong. I think Michael Conforto has pictures of somebody. I don't know why they keep putting him out there. I mean, literally, wouldn't Alex Call be at least have more upside than putting Conforto out there?
They're playing matchups, and yesterday it worked. I mean, Conforto was good yesterday, but generally speaking, I do not want him anywhere near the lineup. He probably is on the postseason roster, but I hope we use him very sparingly.
By the way, before we go, because I know we're going to top of the hour, I watched most of the Niners-Seahawks game.
Yeah.
Niners aren't that good.
Good.
They were lucky to win that game.
Good.
They don't have any receivers.
Yep.
Brock Purdy threw basically a Hail Mary at the end of that game, and the Seahawks defense fell asleep, and they scored. But Seattle should have won that game. I know the majority of NFL experts picked the Niners to finish ahead of the Rams. I'm not one of them.
Yeah, I also don't quite get why everybody is excited about the Niners. But technically in Vegas, they are the favorites to win the division. All right, Fast Track's coming up for you next. This is the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic, presented by Coors Light this Friday. Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Even if you're not golfing, you can come out and party with us starting at 3 for the 19th hole party on the balcony of Derek's Grill overlooking the 18th green. It's free. It's open to the public. Special thanks to Blue Ice Vodka for making the 19th hole party possible. Blue Ice, the finest potato vodka sourced from Idaho, where we utilize pure potatoes and water from the Snake River Aquifer, one of the last pristine water sources in the U.S. You can find Blue Ice Vodka in stores. Please ask for it by name. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, time to talk about Thrive, the leading managed security service provider in the country. Defense wins championships. You've heard us say that a million times. Same is true in business. 1/3 of businesses will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. In an instant, everything is compromised. Your customer files, bank accounts, all of it. And you won't know until the $1 million ransom hits your email. Preventing data turnover is why your business needs Thrive. It all starts with a comprehensive Thrive cyber risk assessment. Thrive's analysts identify gaps and deliver solutions to help your network stay healthy and protected. I've been hacked. Trust me, you don't want it. And it's not a matter of if, it's when. Get ready. Get your no-obligation security recommendations. Your business relies on it. Visit thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. One more time. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Protect your business with Thrive.
Find out what head coach Lincoln Riley has to say about the battle against Georgia Southern. Monday at 6 p.m. on a new edition of Trojans Live on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app. And you can watch the show on YouTube at USC Athletics. Head coach Lincoln Riley sits down on the official USC Coaches Show. Trojans Live, presented by Monster Energy. Monster Energy, unleash the beast. 6 p.m. Monday on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube. Don't miss Coach Lincoln Riley, Trojans Live. 6 p.m. Monday on ESPN LA.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
This fall, it's more than just football season on 710 ESPN.
It's family season.
What would you say if somebody took a big bite of sandwich and then put it back in the box and had all the other sandwiches around it?
The 710 crew is as close as it gets.
From sharing the mic to even sharing the same hamburger.
Mason bit into the burger. Chris then finished the burger.
The lineup kicks off with unsportsmanlike from 3 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Then Sedano and Cap bring you the morning show from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Plus, the YouTube-only hour from 9 to 10.
And I ate the burger.
The whole thing.
Ate the whole thing with the bite of it. Swapped spit with Mason.
Right after, it's the Rich Eisen Show from 9 a.m. to noon.
Then it's Mason in Ireland, noon to 3.
Mason, what are you doing?
Shame.
Followed by the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show from 3 to 6 p.m.
But you'd eat a half-eaten sandwich. That's gross.
It's the brand new football season lineup, and you're invited to the table.
Can you write off a losing fantasy team on your taxes? Asking for a friend? Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Treat mom to a hot night out at Thunder from Down Under this Friday night.
Number 2.
Float your boat at Flamingo Friday's nighttime pool parties with live DJ and drink specials this Friday.
And the number 1 reason.
Laughter is in the air when Cedric the Entertainer is in the house, September 19th.
Morongo, good times.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. You know, we joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3 1/4 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain manifold, full race cams.
Fast Track on Mason in Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, we're kicking it off with our friend Dr. Robert Clapper from Cedars-Sinai.
And man, do we have good news.
Dr. Clapper, welcome back.
Great to see you as always. But tell me it's true that this Saturday is the return of the Weekend Warrior?
Yes, 2.0, the Weekend Warrior. And Chris Morales is going to be my first guest. We're going to get
he almost died, you know.
Oh, get into his...
I'm going to do a Clapper vision using stuff you have in your kitchen to explain the unique and miracle of how our heart works. I'm a muscle skeleton guy, orthopedic surgeon, but I also love muscles, whether they're your eye muscles or your heart muscle. And wait till I explain to you how the heart pumps blood. The muscle does not pump any way you think.
Right.
It's very different, and we'll do some Clapper vision to explain it.
Cool.
Oh, I can't wait. And I'm so glad that show's back. As you know, Dr. Clapper, it became a staple for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And that's how they started their Saturday mornings, and it went away for a while. And I'm elated that it is back, and in particular that you're back. I think the show doesn't work without you. We just couldn't stick another medical guy in there. Part of it is your charm and the way you explain things and Clapper vision, and it's great to have you back.
Well, listen, I have a warm place in my heart for the two of you, and I'm back because of the show, the family that I feel I'm a part. 12 years, 600 shows. Yep. And it's
really, you've done 600 Weekend Warrior shows. That's great.
That's a lot of guests.
Yeah.
That's a lot of Clapper vision, but I can't wait to come back.
I was in Dr. Clapper's office not long ago. You've got so many cool carvings that you've done out of marble. They are amazing. And then on social media.
Are you saying you don't know a lot of surfing sculptors other than Dr. Clapper?
And on social media, I saw you did one of those Easter Island looking ones. What are those called?
Moais.
Moais, yeah. And I said to Juan right away, I said, I want an original Dr. Clapper Moai for the yard.
Okay.
All right, there you go.
I hear, by the way, I have friends that live in your neighborhood. They say you've got beautiful stuff in your yard, just stuff that you've carved.
Yes, it's funny. Michelangelo lived 500 years ago, but he left many of his sculptures unfinished. And as a sculptor, that means the teeth of the chisel was never polished. So, for example, when I'm trying to copy, he's my teacher. He's dead 500 years. The forehead, you look at, I have photos from every angle of his sculptures. It's as though he's tapping me on the shoulder. No, your chisel shouldn't be horizontal for the forehead. You need to go vertical.
Well, don't ever do a sculpture of me because my forehead's so big that you need a bigger studio.
That's a lot of forehead. It's a lot of forehead.
All right,
right
we
there.
will be listening on Saturday, though.
Okay.
And it's so great to have you back.
Dr. Clapper, great to see you, man. Thank you so much for coming in.
I feel the love.
All right,
Thank you so much.
Great to see you. All right, and with that, we roll into Fast Track. Funch, Brian, who's going first?
I'll take the first one here.
Okay.
All right, so with the return of football, we get the return of celebrations, touchdown celebrations, interception celebrations. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday Cam Bynum. His celebration went viral, doing kind of like a backwards worm. But it's more of like the story of it. So last year, all his celebrations went viral. I don't know if you remember, he even did the Australian ray gun D-girl dance.
Oh, that's
the same
very
guy
funny.
did last year, had a lot of turnovers for the Vikings. Came out. So the dance he did yesterday, he was been practicing the night before, but also there's video of him doing it in 2015.
Okay.
And he's very big. He's come out very big on you have to practice your celebrations. You have to have fun with the game, kind of thing like that.
Okay.
Do you agree with that? Should more teams, practice, have these choreographed celebrations? Because when they do it, it really hits. And then when you have an exciting play and there's no celebration, there are some times where it's like, hey, let me show a little.
I would amend the excessive celebration penalty in the NFL. I would say you get 30 seconds to do whatever you want. As long as it's not offensive and it doesn't involve props, do whatever you want. And if you go past 30 seconds, then we can throw a flag. But I don't care if they celebrate when they score.
What is and exactly what is excessive? Who decides what excessive is?
Yeah, it's in the eye of the beholder. And by the way, who cares if they celebrate? It's hard to score touchdowns.
Yeah, a player may celebrate, but cannot engage in excessive, prolonged, or choreographed acts deemed unsportsmanlike. So, like yesterday, I saw when the Eagles scored the other night on defense, they all imitated the tush push, like that kind of stuff. I love stuff like that. Now they are really serious about stopping taunting this year. They've called a bunch of taunting penalties.
And by the way, there was one called over the weekend where a guy was standing over another guy, and they called the penalty, and it couldn't have lasted for more than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with
apparently
that.
all the announcers were told this is the emphasis this year: is sportsmanship. So
I will repeat something I've said a million times on this show: nobody is there to see the refs.
Right.
Let the players be the players. And if I understand the flow of the game's important. Give them 30 seconds to. I don't care if they do a Broadway number. As long as it doesn't go longer than 30 seconds, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I'm totally fine. No props, but do what you want. Oh, there's the Fast Track sound.
Is that new?
Yeah, that's brand new.
Brian
invented that. Brian invented that.
All right, what do you got, Funch?
All right, guys. So about 2001, around this time, The Amazing Race debuted on CBS. And you guys know about the Amazing Race.
I know about
rules.
it. I've never seen it.
I'm
There's
the same.
two guys.
I'm aware of it. I've never seen it.
There's teams.
It's won the Emmy for Best Reality Show like 10 times.
Yeah, there's two teams of 2 people or whatever. They go around the world and they do crazy stuff, and they have to race each other, basically. So I brought this up on Travis, or DeMarco and Travis, I should say, last Friday. If there was an amazing race at the station, which partner at the station would you pick?
Oh, would I pick?
Yeah, so Travis picked Ireland.
Oh, that's interesting.
Brian Kamenetsky, who was in for DFAR that day, picked Travis. DeAndre said Mario, and I said Beto, because I was going to have most fun with Beto. So,
is it to have fun or is it to win?
It's to win, but I know I'm not going to win. I'm just going to have fun.
Just have fun.
So who would you
basically,
pick?
Who's the smartest, most?
Who would you pick at the station?
Okay.
For this?
My
for
first
Purdue?
instinct is that I would pick Mason because he's the smartest. I think we could outsmart everybody. But what concerns me is the 7 screws and the pin in your foot.
Yes,
if it's
so
a
the physical
race.
challenges, right?
It's
All right,
physical
so
challenges.
if it was a game show of any type, I would pick Mason.
But the Amazing
We
Race.
would kill it. The Amazing Race. I can't take Michael. He's too slow. I would take Trudell because he's hyper competitive and he's a good athlete.
He's young enough. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and he would have the same. Trudell has the same desire to win at everything that I do.
Yeah.
Even if it's some stupid board game.
Yeah.
He's like me. He hates losing anything. So I would take Trudell. How about you?
So I'm looking for somebody that I get along with, somebody that makes it fun.
You also got to think about the downtime too. Who you're going to be hanging out with when you're not playing the game.
Okay,
too.
I'm sold. Brian Cole! We will have the most fun.
Yeah, even if you didn't win, you guys would feel the best throughout the competition.
We won't win and we won't care.
I will say I have one of my lifelong dreams is to be on Amazing Race.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've always wanted to be on with my mom. I feel like me and my mom would be a great team.
Oh, that's
on
cool.
this.
I'd root for you guys.
But, we'd be a good team as well, Mace. So
Yeah.
we would take it home.
God.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys would not be able to solve a challenge.
Having never seen the show, I think I
have you seen the show?
I have not, but I know that they do different challenges in different cities and
around the
Usually
world.
it's almost like an escape room type of
Based
thing.
on
yeah.
where you are,
Yeah.
the challenge usually has. My caveat, though, when Funch brought this up is a lot of times a lot of these teams get in trouble is one of them or both of them don't know how to drive stick. And so they go to a country and they have to drive, and then they're kind of screwed.
drive stick?
Yep. My first car.
I learned to drive stick for the Toyota Celebrity race years ago. I had to learn it.
I haven't driven stick in 35 years, but I would assume it's like riding a bike. I'm assuming I could figure it out pretty quick.
Yeah, I was never very good at it, as you know, in that race. I struggled and wound up.
The human pylon?
I managed to finish 14th.
Out of 16,
Out of
and the
16.
other 2 people wrecked.
Sorry, Willie Galt. Sorry, Omar Epps. I beat you. Do we have one more here? Or do another other
do it on
side?
the other side.
Okay, yeah. More Fast Track coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
And it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avargat, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avargat.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avargat is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avargat, 818-917-5256, or visit avargat.com today. Avargat, your claim, our game.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now for a limited time, get 1.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end September 30th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Football fans, score this season at Pechanga Resort Casino. Watch and win weekly at Kelsey's Monday Night Raffle. Earn raffle tickets when you order appetizers and drinks during the game. Lucky winners will take home fun football prizes and be entered for a chance to win tickets to an upcoming Los Angeles Rams game or Chargers game. Guests must be present to win. Visit Pechanga.com for more information and play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/LA right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Summer's almost over, but the heat is pressing on. If you've got battery trouble, stop by AutoZone for free battery testing. It may just need a charge, and we'll do that for free too. If you do need a battery, we've got options starting at just $89.99. And we'll recycle your old battery for free. Now that's a strong start. Don't miss the end of summer sale. Now at AutoZone until September 22nd.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Desmond Howard. You want to win the weekend? It all starts with the tailgate. And for me, that means Kingsford Charcoal.
They've been bringing the flavor, the smoke, and the heat since 1920. No wonder they're still the gold standard of grilling. So fire it up, feed your crew, and let the smoke do the talking. Kingsford, the king of the tailgate. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland, driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutosquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, who's up?
All right, I'll take the first one.
All
again
right,
here.
Brett.
So a big weekend in sports. One of the things that, also happened was the induction of NBA Hall of Fame.
Yep.
Kawhi Howard, Carmelo. One of the interesting caveats here, the 2008 Redeem Team. So there's 2-part story here. One, I thought it was kind of weird, interesting. I don't know if this has ever happened before, of Chris Paul and LeBron getting Hall of Fame jackets while they're still active playing in the league. I don't know if you guys can think of another time that's ever happened. And then what Carmelo said is he says that he declared himself the face of USA basketball. Got 4 gold medals, 3 gold, 1 bronze.
Right.
KD has the most gold with 4. Who would you say is the face?
Well,
is it
KD
Carmelo?
also passed him at the last Olympics as the all-time leading scorer in USA basketball history, and Kevin Durant's better than Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
So for me, it's KD.
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
As for the Hall of Fame jackets, I didn't see this. Did you see it, Ireland?
Yeah, it's nothing weird.
Is it standard?
If you're being inducted, you get the J. They were inducting the 2008 team.
Got it.
But in the case of those two, everybody knows they're going in eventually, so why not?
Yeah,
you know,
it's true.
I have no problem with it. If they were even, they're not even borderline Hall of Fame. They're like first ballot unanimous.
100%.
LeBron might be the biggest first ballot ever, and Chris Paul is too. They both are. So now, I don't think it's a big deal. I noticed what you noticed. I thought, okay, they're wearing Hall of Fame jackets and they're active, but I have no problem with it because they're both going in one day anyway.
And
ever since we didn't put Kobe in while he was alive, I thought, well, we should have. And now this, I hope for.
What would you say? Eliminate the waiting period?
I think you should have a loophole for somebody who is like, for Tim Duncan, Kobe, Chris Paul, LeBron, a year after they're out.
The automatics.
Yeah, let them in. But what they're worried about is somebody coming back.
Coming back afterwards.
Like Magic did, So that's what they're worried about.
All right, guys.
Did we bench Siri?
Yeah, I think it should be the car sound and Siri.
All right, I got
both at the same
Make me
time.
laugh, too.
Otherwise, if I'm driving, I think, what the hell's happening behind me?
What is happening here? Yeah.
All right, guys. Officially in and out is ruling the West Coast has officially opened up their their first In-N-Out in Washington, the state of Washington,
Okay.
right outside of Vancouver. So now In-N-Out is on all the states on the West Coast. But there was people waiting there at least 12 hours to try this burger. Like, they camped out overnight and they waited to it open in the morning to go, get the burger or whatever, get the double doubles.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you guys, would you guys wait 12 hours for something you never ate before, but someone told you it's really, really good?
I know Ireland's
I'm
answer.
on record as saying I will wait in line for nothing. If there's a line, I'm not kidding.
You know what? I've heard this before.
Is, yeah.
The only time I wait in lines is at an airport because I can't do anything about it. But Mace has like when new Apple products come out, Mace is like the first one in line.
Yeah, I'm in line.
My buddy Bill McDonald, and he's had this tradition with his boys. He has 3 boys who are now all adults.
Yep.
But whenever a new Star Wars movie comes out, they go on opening night. They wait in whatever line they have to wait to get in, but they want to be there.
Is that still a thing, though? Can you wait in line for a movie?
I buy
do.
tickets in advance.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
Don't
what I'm
most
saying.
people go?
Do people do that now?
Like, I'm
still?
a member of the Stubbs
Can
Club
you?
over at the AMC, and I just order my tickets in advance and get. I always go to the recliners. Do you do the recliners? You haven't been to the movies
No, I
in a
don't
long
go.
time.
I don't go to theaters a lot.
Do you go to the movies, Brian?
Oh, it's the only movie theater I will go based on the seats.
Recliners, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you guys ever fall asleep in those seats?
Oh, but
Me too.
They're
All the
very
time.
comfortable. I saw one this week. I saw The Roses. I thought it was okay.
That's
Oh,
like
it wasn't good?
That's like a spin on the War of the Roses.
War
Yeah,
of the
they said
Roses,
it's
yeah.
supposed to be really,
Olivia
really
Colman,
good.
They got
Benedict
some
Cumberbatch.
big names in it. Yeah.
You know the big problem? Benedict Cumberbatch. Some people are just not funny. He's one of them. He's just not funny.
He's a good actor.
He's a great actor. Great actor.
Yeah.
But not in a comedy. All right, and there you have that. That is your fast track for today. All right, so Ireland, what was the biggest shock to you from yesterday's NFL action? Biggest shock, biggest surprise.
How bad the Detroit Lions looked with 2 new coordinators. That game was never close. And Detroit was the number 1 seed in the NFC last year.
Yes.
I don't know what happened to them. They had no creativity. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who was targeted, 10, 15 times a game last year, was a complete non-factor. Jameer Gibbs had 10 catches for 34 yards.
Which is insane.
They've adopted the Lane Kiffin bubble screen offense. I've said all along since you jumped on the Bears that the Bears are going to finish dead last. I think the Lions, unless something changes, the best they're going to finish is 3rd, because I got to see the Vikings play tonight, but the Packers are good, and if the Vikings don't show me something tonight, I think the Packers could run away with that division.
So this is a test of Dan Campbell, because think about it. Sean McVay loses coordinators every single year.
Yep.
This is what Stan Campbell, without Ben Johnson as offensive coordinator, without Aaron Glenn as defensive
coordinator. By the way, one of Sean McVay's coaches, Kevin O'Connell, is going to be coaching the Vikings.
That's right, exactly. To me, the biggest surprise was how good Pittsburgh looked, how good Aaron Rodgers looked. 4 touchdown passes for Aaron Rodgers.
I watched a lot of this game.
Yes. Jets hung around, and Jets were in it.
I completely agree with you about Aaron Rodgers. He kind of showed that he's going to be the combination of Aaron Rodgers and Mike Tomlin's good.
Yes.
Here's what surprised me. In Tomlin's entire tenure with the Steelers, they've had a good defense.
Yes.
That was not a good defense.
No.
The Jets were kind of doing whatever they wanted. And Jalen Ramsey made a play to save the day at the end of the game.
Yep.
But I got questions about the Steelers' defense. I thought their offense was great. And it's also tough going up against the Jets because the Jets are such a dumpster fire.
Yes.
But I think
Justin Fields is going to be okay there.
I think the Steelers offensively were a lot better than anybody else thought.
I thought really, really impressive. By the way, do you watch the Red Zone, right?
Yeah.
So I heard that there were virtually no commercials.
1 minute.
1 minute of commercials the entire day.
Yeah.
And the world was, they hit the panic button on this. 1 minute of commercials.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Adam Schefter pointed this out when this all started when Scott Hansen was on, I think, Rich Eisen's show or Colin Cowherd's show or somebody's show, and said, "Yeah, we're bringing commercials back this year," and the world freaked out.
Oh yeah.
And Schefter goes, guys, before you get all worked up about this, it's going to be less than 1% of the time the red zone's on, and they'll be in commercials. And when they do, it's going to be in like a soccer setup where you don't miss action.
Box and all that
and
stuff.
Everybody's still got all bent out of shape. The commercials, 1 minute of commercials over 7 hours doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me either. They never took the game off the screen. There was a game on the screen while they were running the commercials. How much is YouTube? How much is it going for? How much is Red Zone?
I don't subscribe to it anymore.
Anybody have Red Zone?
I watched the free one.
The free one is on
Channel 211 on DirecTV. It's Scott Hansen.
Channel 211.
It's free.
Okay. It's free?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I don't
What
get,
about the one that they pay for? What about the one that costs money?
That's what I don't get anymore. So now I can't go to every game individually. I can only watch Hansen.
Got it.
And then whatever game is on in my market. So like yesterday I could watch the Rams.
Yes.
And I watched a lot of that game. But then when they were in a commercial or in a timeout, I could go to Red Zone.
Yeah.
Hey, can I throw in a kind of a cool thing that's going to happen tonight at Dodger Stadium?
Yeah, do it.
All right, so I'm buddies with Eric Karros.
Yes, Eric Karros.
So Eric's son, Kyle, who hit his first Major League home run against the Dodgers when they played series, is going to start tonight at Dodger Stadium.
That is so cool.
For the first time. Eric started almost 800 games there. And so I'm thinking about EK tonight and rooting for him.
That is awesome.
Eric, I hope you're not working. I hope you get to sit and enjoy the game. And I'm going to root for Kyle while I root for the Dodgers to win.
Exactly.
So a perfect game tonight would be Kyle Karros hits 3 home runs and the Dodgers win 4-3.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. All right, real quick, Brian, I found my prize picks for tonight. You ready? Here's what I'm doing.
What you got?
I am going to go with Caleb Williams Caleb Williams at least one interception, which I think will happen. Caleb Williams more than one passing touchdown. Caleb Williams more than 183.5 yards, and J.J. McCarthy under 219.
You're all in on Caleb.
I'm all in on Caleb.
Okay.
I took him as my backup quarterback. You saw I did that in fantasy too, right?
Yeah, but I don't think he ever plays.
Oh, he's going to throw the hell out of the ball.
Really? I think Kyler Murray's going to be a really good fantasy quarterback for you.
I'm going to pick my spots with Caleb Williams, but I have a feeling he's going to score some points.
Well, I'm benching Patrick Mahomes and playing Justin Herbert.
True,
so what
that
do
is
I
true.
know?
Hey, don't forget, 12th Annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light is this Friday at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Even if you're not golfing, you can come on out and party with us starting at 3 for the 19th hole party on the balcony of Derek's Grill overlooking the 18th green. Free, open to the public. Special thanks to Fresh Brothers for making the 19th hole party possible. Fresh Brothers, fresh, local, and real. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive on 710 ESPN.
Rams opener.
So of course he requested a credential after we closed credentials, but I made it happen for him.
This guy. There should be a credential in my name and a parking pass so that when a star of my magnitude decides to go to the game, I cruise right in.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, 7 to 9 a.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Check out this true crime story. An IT manager came in on Monday, tried to log in, and couldn't. A ransom message popped up. All company data, customer files, bank info, everything was locked. If they didn't pay $250K in Bitcoin, it would all be wiped. Protect your business with Thrive, America's leading managed security provider. Start with a free cyber risk assessment at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
Y'all know his name?
Lil Wayne presents the Carter 6 Tour.
5, 4, 3, 2, I let one go.
Live at Crypto.com Arena, Friday, September 12th. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Looking for an easy way to save energy and earn money? With Clean Power Alliance's Power Response Home program, you can do both. Simply reduce your electricity use with small actions, such as unplugging appliances or air drying laundry during times of high energy demand. You could earn $20 just for signing up. Power Response. Great for your wallet and for the planet. Get paid to power down today at cleanpoweralliance.org/home.
Can you write off a losing fantasy team on your taxes? Asking for a friend?
Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Treat mom to a hot night out at Thunder from Down Under this Friday night.
Number 2.
Float your boat at Flamingo Friday's nighttime pool parties with live DJ and drink specials this Friday.
And the number 1 reason.
Laughter is in the air when Cedric the Entertainer is in the house, September 19th.
Morongo, good times.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Huckleberry Vodka, crafted with real mountain huckleberries, Idaho State fruit. Think blueberries, but richer. Try pairing it with lemonade. So refreshing. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Whether you're building a single roof or a successful roofing business, roofing contractors like you need the right tools for the job, and software is no exception. Service Titan is on a mission to be the most powerful software platform for the trades, with purpose-built technology proven to maximize revenue, streamline operations, and deliver 5-star customer experiences. We are taking roofing companies like yours to the next level and beyond. Service Titan, we are built for this. See what we can do for roofers at servicetitan.com.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
I mean, would you rather have good life or sex? Good sex. Good life, good sex.
Well, I got both.
There you go.
That's
good
the correct
for you,
answer.
Johnny I.
More of Mason and Ireland right now.
Blaze of Glory.
Number 1 hit, 1990.
There you go. Blaze of Glory is what the Rams left yesterday at SoFi Stadium as they beat the Houston Texans and start the year 1-0. The Rams defense was tremendous.
What do you think of the
shutout
Texans
in the second half? I think they've got a very good defense.
A lot of people are picking them to win that division.
I still think they're going to win the division. I think they faced a tough defense. Yesterday was a defensive-minded game, and I think last year Houston was a top 5 defense. I think they probably will be again this year. I think the Rams are going to join them as a top 5 defense. So I don't know if you noticed this, John. It wasn't one of the highly talked about games this weekend, but Oregon played Oklahoma State.
It was like 69-3 or something?
69-3. So before the game, Mike Gundy said, well, they're just buying championships. They're spending all this NIL. We can't compete with all that. And after the game and after the win, Dan Lanning responded to Gundy.
I told our team right before the game that, it never requires extra motivation for an opportunity to go out and kick ass, but it never hurts when somebody pours gasoline on the fire. So I felt like these guys wanted the chance to go prove who they are. And I'm sure I got a lot of respect for Coach Gundy, but at his press conference, he's probably saying, see, I told you so. Right? Like that's probably what his comment is, but that doesn't change the way we have to play to be a winning football team. And we have good players, one of our best. I don't know, Bryce Betcher played good today. He came here for a backpack and a T-shirt. So I'm really proud of those guys on our team that, have developed into great players. Again, the guys that watched other people play last year are now playing for us. Like that's what makes this team great.
Backpack and a T-shirt. You know what? I think Mike Gundy's got a point. It is ridiculous, the amount of money that Oregon has to spend. Now, this is just the game as we know it now.
Yeah,
Oregon,
I think Mike Gundy has no point.
You think he has no point? They have no NIL. Oregon has a bunch of NIL.
Don't take the game.
Probably unlimited.
Yeah, don't take the game. You're not in the same conference, right? Oregon is in the Big Ten with us, right?
And they're in the,
right. So here's the thing. It goes back to what we were talking about with UCLA earlier. You're either going to spend the money and play with the big boys, or you're not. There is no reason, you and I were talking about scheduling USC earlier, that Oklahoma State has to take a game with Oregon. You know how much money they're spending.
Okay, but you're kind of talking out of both sides of your mouth because, number one, you're saying Oklahoma State shouldn't take a big opponent. On the other side, you're saying they should. You want to see these big intersectional matchups. Obviously, this didn't turn out to be one.
Right.
But at some point, somebody in the schedule matchup with Oregon's great preseason, great early in the season.
Right.
But the reality is somebody's got to play Oregon, and they have the highest paid team in college football.
Let me see if I can clarify my position. I'll do it as a UCLA fan, since I went to UCLA.
Ooh.
I do not think UCLA should schedule non-conference football games against a team like Georgia or Alabama because they're going to get smoked, just like Oklahoma State got smoked yesterday. You either have to commit to spending the money it takes to play at that level, or you don't. USC has, UCLA has not. So when UCLA, while USC is off playing Notre Dame, UCLA can't beat UNLV.
So you think the amount of money that is spent, that there's no correlation between the teams that are successful and the money they spend?
No, there's a ton of correlation. I think the teams that commit financially do better.
So low NIL teams should only play low NIL teams, and high NIL teams should only play high NIL teams.
Let's reverse engineer this.
Okay.
Why did Oklahoma State take that game?
Money.
Right.
Yeah.
So they basically sold out their players to get a big paycheck to go to Oregon. All right. Oklahoma State very easily could have gone and played San Jose State.
But we live in a world where you say you should always take the toughest opponent because people want to see these kinds of games. Then you're telling people don't take the opponent because you got no chance to win. Juan said to me this weekend, why the hell is USC even playing Georgia Southern? Why are they even playing? I mean,
they need a win.
They need a win, but it's a total walkover game. Like I go to all the SC games. I'm like, I'm not going to go to that. I was at the opener. I'm not going to go to that to just see a blowout. In other words, you want teams to take easy opponents.
But wait a minute. You went to the game the week before and you knew it was going to be a blowout.
Opener.
Yeah,
but that was the first game of the year. I was like ready for some football. The NFL hadn't started yet, so I went out there. But you wonder what the state of the sport is when some teams have very high payrolls. And let's be honest, it's payroll. USC's got a general manager. And some teams have very low payrolls.
Right.
Like next week, Purdue, not much of a payroll for USC to beat.
Yeah,
and
but that's a conference game.
Yeah, there's a correlation between salaries that players get or NIL that players get and wins.
I agree.
And that's all Mike Gundy was saying beforehand.
Now, the position you're talking about that I had was before NIL. I wanted everybody to play everybody. But now NIL, it's a new world.
But
it's
you are in favor
everything.
of USC playing Notre Dame.
I am.
Despite the fact that could be the loss that keeps them out of the playoff.
I am because
they'd be better with playing New Mexico like UCLA.
Well, the reason I want USC to play Notre Dame is because they both have committed to spend the money it takes to be elite. Those are two schools that have spent the money. I don't think UCLA should play Notre Dame ever because they'll get killed.
See, I'd like to see the payroll for every team.
Isn't that information that's available?
I don't think so. You think you can get the payroll for Oregon?
You can get NIL money, right?
Yeah, Oregon NIL money. I wonder if you can actually see who's getting the money.
You mean like an itemized list?
Yeah,
like Caleb Williams was rumored to be getting $5 million a year.
That was the rumor, but there's no
but there's no way to
information
confirm
on that.
Yeah. You know what? That's fair. I think one of the reasons why they don't want to print that information is because another school will come in and just beat your offer.
That is true. That is true.
You know, like we were talking to Ryan Abraham earlier, and Zachariah Branch, I thought was a really flashy, exciting player for USC. He didn't do much in his first 2 years. My guess is, and I'm guessing, I don't know this for a fact, my guess is him and his brother got a sweetheart deal from Georgia and both left for money.
And let's be honest, 2 years, he never really fit with USC. They got Mekhi Lemon. They got Jacoby Lane. He never exploded the way we hoped. He's got unbelievable talent.
He had one touchdown last year.
Yeah, he's got unbelievable talent, but it never shined at USC, and USC's got more solid guys. And I understand why you would say, I don't really get a chance to play here, so I'm going to go somewhere else. But I'm sure he got a lot of money to go there,
But NIL has changed everything. We're going to see. I don't know if you noticed, but I think Ohio State scored 70 points this week.
They have the reportedly second highest payroll.
Yeah, Oregon scored 69 points.
Yes.
USC scored in the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Maybe in the 50s. I can't remember.
50s, yeah.
But that's 2 weeks in a row. USC scored, in 2 games, USC has over 100 points.
Yep.
The reason this is happening is NIL. And what I think should happen is teams that have committed to winning should play each other. And that's what will happen in the playoff. In the meantime, we're going to put up with a lot of these games like you're talking about, 69-3, 70 to, I mean, USC won like 70-7 or something, right?
USC has scored 99 points in 2 games.
Oh, sorry, I was wrong. They don't have over 100, but they were close.
Jaden Maiava has thrown for 707 yards.
He's having a better year than I thought.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's taking care of the football. That was his problem last year, not taking care of the football. He's done it so far this year. Threw into traffic in one of these games. But again, the real tests start coming. I don't know how much Georgia Southern tells you about what kind of team you're going to be in the Big Ten.
And I will say this because I know we got to get to Game of Games, but, there are a lot of people you used to be in this camp. You haven't been as much lately. That if Lincoln Riley struggles this year, they want him gone.
Yeah.
Ask yourself this. If you want Lincoln Riley gone, who are you bringing in?
Yeah.
Because you got to spend $60 million to make Lincoln Riley go away. That's how big his buyout is.
Yeah.
But, and like you and I both love Danton Lynn, but we don't know if he could be a head coach at USC's level. I think Danton Lynn should start at UCLA.
I don't think Lincoln Riley's going anywhere. The reason next year's recruiting class is the #1 recruiting class in the country. Why would you get rid of Lincoln Riley and see that class fall apart?
And how about this? And I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
Offensively.
Yeah.
Who's a better coach than Lincoln Riley? And now that you have Danton Lynn coaching your defense, that works.
Yeah.
I would be USC fans. I would not be in a hurry to push Lincoln Riley out the door.
But you get what I'm saying about next year's recruiting class.
Yeah.
I mean, all of a sudden the NIL has kicked in. And by the way, you know who has changed everything over there is Chad Bowden. Chad, it's taken a lot off of Lincoln Riley's play.
Did you guys end up talking to him when you went to USC that day?
We did not. They did not give him to us. We talked to Danton,
we should get him on.
Lincoln.
If we can't get him, we should get Jim, his dad, who used to come on our show all the time. He's a big baseball guy.
Oh, that's right. I ran into Jim.
Oh, where were you?
Yeah, I was at the opener. I was at the opener.
Jim was there.
Jim was on the sidelines. Yeah, great guy. He said, you know what he remembers most of all? Being called a shark on our show all the time.
Well, he was.
As a GM, he was a shark.
Yeah.
If you made a deal with Jim Bowden, you were going to lose that deal.
Yeah. If you saw him calling, you should just not answer.
Yeah, but his kid inherited a lot of smarts because he's done a great job at USC and structure and everything as the athletic director. All right, coming up next for you, Game of Games. It is Ireland's game today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, if you're like me, you've definitely noticed the low-quality tap water across L.A. I'll only drink water out of bottles when I go to a restaurant. Not only does it taste terrible, it damages everything. Your appliances, it's harsh on your skin, your hair. My wife and I just made the switch to Life Source Water, and it's great. With their whole house water filtration system, we get filtered water from every tap. That means great tasting water for drinking, cooking, bathing, everything. I can't tell you what a difference this makes. Lisa noticed right away, and now we can't imagine going without it. With Life Source, you deal directly with their local factory. They build every system, install it, and offer factory direct pricing. Now, take advantage of a double dip in savings. Free standard installation plus an extra $250 off. That's up to $1,250 in savings. Call 800-WATER-99, 800-WATER-99, or visit lifesourcewater.com. This offer ends September 30th. Do what I did. Make the upgrade to the essential home appliance you'll love using every day. Life Source Water.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen.
And ESPN LA is the new home of the Rich Eisen Show in the Southland.
Bill Burr, what'd you think of Bill Belichick's first game as head coach of North Carolina?
What'd you think of Joe Namath on the Rams? What'd you think of Johnny Unitas on the Chargers? What happened to that guy?
The home of USC football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, 710 ESPN, and always on the new ESPN LA app.
Hey guys, it's Cappy, and I want to talk to all the football fans out there. We make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So don't miss the excitement of the season on Prize Picks, where it's so good to be right. And when I say that, here's what I mean. Dude, when you go 6 for 6 on Prize Picks, and believe me, I've done it many times because I'm right like that. It is so much fun to know that you are right and that you are going to score big time. Because sometimes when you make the right plays on Prize Picks, you go 6 for 6, man, you could increase your money by like 2,000 times. But you could also play the flex play. And when I say that, here's what I mean. You might go 5 for 6 and still make a lot of money. Prize Picks is so easy to play. You just pick your favorite players, and then they've got a stat projection, and you pick more or less, and you're going to have so much fun watching football when you're playing Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make a $5 play. Get $50 in lineups. That's code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
A Progressive Home and Auto Bundle can protect you round the clock, but we can't protect you from those painful moments in sports.
Oh, I can't believe we blew a 5-touchdown lead.
Sure, but you got to feel like they were going to win for almost the entire game.
But I was about to buy playoff tickets.
So you were prepared for a good time. That's pretty nice.
It's the worst loss any team has ever had.
And you got to witness history.
Okay, we're done here.
Well, at least your home and auto are protected with a bundle from Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
Los Angeles, your Rams are off to a hot start after taking down defending AFC South champ Houston in Week 1. The Rams are back at SoFi Stadium on Sunday, September 28th to face off against the Colts for an electric AFC-NFC showdown. You don't want to miss this epic Week 4 matchup. To purchase your tickets, head to therams.com/IND. Again, that is therams.com/IND to see your Rams battle the Colts on Sunday, September 28th at 1:05 p.m. See you at the Rams house.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, it is Game of Games time, and we're joined by, wow, he looks nervous. He
doesn't look nervous to me.
Jonathan Martin from our social media team. You're sweating a little bit there. Are you
sweating
okay?
bullets right now.
Are you okay?
Sweating
You
bullets.
have never played Game of Games?
Never.
I'm
No.
going to pick you to win this. All right? Because I don't think it favors anyone in particular.
Yeah. By the way, Funch has found the scoreboard for the month. You haven't been here, John. What's the scoreboard there, Funch?
So last week, September, Emily won twice, Travis won once, and Mace got one.
Okay. So Emily is off to an early lead in the month of September.
When she gets here tomorrow, I'm coming after her. Yeah. All right, here we go. As you guys all know, Monday Night Football returns tonight for its 55th season. So this is a quiz about Monday Night Football. Here we go. Question 1. At 31-13, this team has the highest winning percentage ever on Monday night. Which team is it? A, Seattle, B, Pittsburgh, C, Kansas City. Seattle, Pittsburgh, or Kansas City, Brian?
Pittsburgh.
Okay, Funch.
Steelers.
Mace.
Pittsburgh.
Jonathan.
Pittsburgh.
It's Seattle. Y'all missed it.
Oh, no.
Okay. Number 2. This player holds the record for career passing yards on Monday night with just over 9,600. Is it A, Tom Brady, B, Dan Marino, or C, Drew Brees? Tom Brady, Dan Marino, or Drew Brees? Funch.
Marino.
Mace.
Marino.
Jonathan.
Brady.
Brian.
Brady.
It's Marino. Mason and Funchess have taken an early lead. All right. Question 3. This franchise has appeared on more Monday night games than any other, 91 times. Is it A, the Niners, B, the Cowboys, or C, the Chiefs? Mace, Niners, Cowboys, or Chiefs?
I'm going to go Niners.
Okay, Jonathan. Niners, Cowboys, or Chiefs?
Cowboys.
Brian.
Niners.
Funch.
Niners.
Jonathan is on the board.
It is. It was
How about them Cowboys?
See, I thought that was a misdirection play.
No.
I thought, oh, yeah.
All right.
All right, Jonathan's on the board. Wow, look, he's got a big smile on his face.
And Jonathan, this one is coming to you.
All right.
You may not even know who this person is.
Good.
Do you know who Don Meredith is?
Of course. It's Don Meredith.
Okay.
Yes.
Don
Correct.
Meredith was one of the original Monday Night Football announcers and said a few things that got him into trouble at the time.
Okay.
2 of these things Meredith actually said, and 1 he did not. Which one of these things did Meredith not say? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
A, he said of Browns wide receiver Fair Hooker, quote, "Fair Hooker? I've never even met one," end quote. He referred to then President Richard Nixon as, quote, "Tricky Dick," unquote.
Okay.
Or he ended a game by saying, quote, "Start blow drying Teddy Koppel's hair because this one is done."
Wow.
End quote. Which one did he not say, Jonathan? A, B, or C? Fair Hooker, Tricky Dick, or Ted Koppel's hair?
B.
You're going Tricky Dick.
Yep.
Okay. Brian.
I'm going to go with the hair. C.
You're going C. Funch.
Tricky Dick.
Mace.
Tricky Dick.
Brian sniffed this one out. He did say...
and there was not even a Nightline when this happened.
Do you know who said that? I
my
bet you can figure this out because it sounds exactly how he would talk.
I don't know, Dennis Miller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dennis Miller goes, "Hey, start blowing Teddy Koppel's hair because this one's done."
That's a pretty good Dennis Miller impression.
All right. By the way, with Brian's correct answer,
Yes.
the score is 1-1 to 1-1.
Oh.
Very good.
Oh, man.
All right.
All right.
BC, back to you. This franchise has appeared more times on Monday Night Football than any other team. Oh, no, we did that one.
We did that one.
Okay, so this one. This franchise has more wins on Monday Night Football than any other, 57. Is it the Steelers, the Raiders, or the Dolphins? The Steelers, the Raiders, or the Dolphins? BC.
I'll take the Steelers.
Okay, Funch.
Dolphins.
Mace.
PetSpark.
Jonathan.
Steel City.
Steelers is the correct answer, which means everybody has 2 and Funch has 1.
All
and,
right.
and Funch, this one is coming to you.
That's right.
Get it.
This player has appeared on Monday Night Football more than any other, 45 times.
Wow.
Is it A, Brett Favre, B, Adam Vinatieri, or C, Jerry Rice? Brett Favre, Adam Vinatieri, or Jerry Rice? Funch.
Ooh.
That's interesting.
Vinatieri.
Okay. Mace.
45 times. I'm going to try Vinatieri also.
Jonathan.
Give me the GOAT of football, Jerry Rice.
Okay. BC.
Brett Favre.
The correct answer. Jerry Rice and Jonathan has taken the lead.
Jonathan.
Let's go.
Love it.
Wow.
Okay.
We got to take down Jonathan now. We
Mace,
build up, now we take him down.
Mace, this one coming to you.
Yep.
Only one player has rushed for more than 2,000 career yards on Monday Night Football. He actually has over 2,400 rushing yards on Monday night.
Okay.
Is it A, Marcus Allen, B, Emmitt Smith, C, Marshall Faulk? Marcus Allen, Emmitt Smith, or Marshall Faulk? Mace.
God, it should be Emmitt Smith, so I'm going to go Marshall Faulk.
Okay, Jonathan.
I'm going to take Emmitt Smith.
Brian.
Emmitt Smith.
Funch.
Marcus Allen.
Emmitt Smith is the correct answer, and Jonathan extends his lead. Jonathan 4, Brian 3.
Jonathan is so excited. I want him to win.
Mace 2, and Funch 1. So the lonely loser is out. Nobody can win by losing
right,
everyone.
Exactly. Nobody can go low.
All right, but since we're down to the end, let me see how many are left. 1, 2, 3, and a tiebreaker. Jonathan, you have to go first. Okay? Only one player. Oh, no, we just did that one. There is a famous scene in the movie Jerry Maguire when the Cowboys meet the Cardinals in Arizona on a Monday night. That's when Rod Tidwell gets knocked out and comes to, and, very famous closing scene of that movie. Who was the coach of the Cowboys in the game featured in that movie? A, Chan Gailey, B, Jimmy Johnson, or C, Barry Switzer? Chan Gailey, Jimmy Johnson, or Barry Switzer? Jonathan.
Jimmy Johnson.
Brian. Chan Gailey, Jimmy Johnson, or Barry Switzer?
I'll go Switzer.
Funch.
Chan Gailey.
Mace.
I'm going to try Chan Gailey.
The answer is Barry Switzer, and we're tied.
Oh.
Brian 4, Jonathan 4. Funch, you have been eliminated.
Eliminated, Funch. I'm out too, probably, right?
No.
Oh,
There
I
are
still
2
got a
left, and you're 2 down. So you will be eliminated if they don't pick the same
get the
thing.
right one.
Yeah. All right, here we go. But you get to play on this question.
Cool.
And it's a good one because you were there.
All right.
Maybe the greatest Monday Night Football game ever was played at the Coliseum on November 19th, 2018.
What a glorious night.
The Rams beat the Chiefs 54-51 in a ridiculous shootout.
Such an amazing
I watched it in the Four Seasons in Miami in Bill McDonald's suite with 18 of my friends.
There you go.
All right, here we go. Which one of these facts is not true about that game? So 2 of these are true, 1 is not. A, it remains the only time in NFL history that a team scored 50 points in a game and lost. B, the 105 combined points is the most total points ever recorded in a single NFL game. All right, that's fact number 2. Fact number 3, even though Jared Goff won the game, Patrick Mahomes actually passed for more yards than Goff did in that game. So those are the 3. Only time a team has scored 50 points and lost, 105 most ever in a game. Mahomes had more passing yards than Goff. Brian, which one of those did I make up?
I'm going to go with B, most points in a game.
Okay. Jonathan, A, B, or C?
B.
Mace, this knocks you out, but what do you think the answer is?
The thing that's not true.
It's not true.
I think it's 105 points combined.
You guys all got it right.
Yeah.
It's the third most.
Third most.
The Chiefs were the only team ever to score 50 points in a game and lose, and Mahomes actually did pass for more yards.
Yeah,
they both passed for an insane amount of yards, but Mahomes had a few more. Okay, so we're down to 2 players. Brian Cohen and Jonathan Martin, and it is dead even.
Jonathan looks so nervous.
Okay,
right now.
so I have a tiebreaker if this last question does not resolve it, and Jonathan, you're going first. Okay? In that game, by the way, do you remember that game? You're pretty young. It was
2018?
7 years ago.
I was probably hooping somewhere, not
Okay.
watching
Just
football.
hooping, yeah.
So how old are you now?
I'm 23.
Okay, so
23.
you were 16. You were just driving when this game was played.
Yeah.
Brian, do you remember the game? The crazy Monday
vaguely,
night? Okay,
vaguely.
so it's an even fight.
Yeah.
All right, in that game, Jonathan, how many punts were there? In other words, so if you combine the punts from Rams punter Johnny Hecker and Chiefs punter Dustin Colquitt, what total number do you get? A, 0. B, 4. C, 7. 0, 4, or 7. Pick one of them.
7.
Brian.
I'm going to take 0.
We have a winner.
Yep, we do.
And the winner is Jonathan Martin.
What?
7 punts in
There
that
were
game.
7 punts?
Yeah.
Wow.
4 for Hecker, 3 for Colquitt.
Wow.
Jonathan, on your
Martin.
virgin voyage.
Wow.
Congratulations.
Way to go, man.
Thank you for having me.
You look so nervous. I'm amazed that you were able to come
I didn't
through.
think you were nervous at all, were you?
My poker face.
Is that your poker
My
face?
poker face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Smile.
Good job.
Well, now think long and hard before playing again because you'll have no one can ever catch you. You have a 1,000 winning percentage in game of game.
1,000.
And you may be the only one ever. You guys ready to do the tiebreaker just for
let's
fun?
do it.
Okay. How many total yards did the Rams and Chiefs combine for in that game? So if you take all the rushing yards, all the passing yards, how many total yards did the Rams and Chiefs combine for in that game? Closest wins, and you can go over. Mace, give me a number.
1150.
Interesting numerical
Yes.
choice. Fudge.
Let's say 1190.
Okay. Jonathan?
Me 1250.
Brian?
1,300.
Mace is the winner. It was 1,001.
1,001.
546 for KC, 455 for LA. And neither team had even 100 yards rushing. It was just all pass.
Let me explain to both of the youngsters here, Jonathan and Brian. It was unbelievable.
Might be the best NFL game I've ever seen.
It is one of the all-time greats. And nope, Goff and Mahomes were both unconscious, making great throw after great throw.
And there was, you'll remember better than me, Mace, but there were several unusual circumstances surrounding that game. Originally, it was supposed to be played in Mexico City. There was a Shakira concert, and she ripped up the field, or the fans ripped up the field.
Yep.
So they had to move the game, and after they
moved... It was very last minute, too.
After they moved the game at the last minute, these crazy wildfires broke out. Not as bad as Palisades and stuff, but at the time, it was as bad.
And they were up near the Rams facility.
Right. And so they had tons of first responders there. The Rams gave away thousands of tickets to get those people in.
There were
the smoke hadn't cleared. Remember, they were, even after they moved it to the Coliseum, they were talking about moving it to Arizona.
Yes. And Rams players, there were a lot of guys that weren't in their houses, had to leave because of the fire.
And then the game starts, and Jared Goff played the game of his life. He was, if you were living on Mars and you'd never watched football before, you would assume that Jared Goff was the best quarterback in the NFL and Patrick Mahomes was just having a good day. It was the reverse.
Oh, yeah. It was
Goff
insane.
played the greatest game I've ever seen.
So as a youngster who doesn't really watch football that much.
You don't watch football now?
I dabble in it.
I'm
getting into it. But would you advise I go back and check this game out?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Go back and watch
it. Go on YouTube. It was in November of 2018. Even if you just go back and watch the highlights, you won't believe it. 105 points.
Yeah.
And it didn't go overtime. I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing game. Yeah, definitely. If you dabble in football,
and
check it out.
I think, Mace, you might remember.
Yeah.
I think the Rams won the game on defense. I think they intercepted a
They
Patrick
made a big
Mahomes
play
pass
at the end of the game.
game.
Yep.
I want to say John Johnson, but I might be wrong.
Yeah.
But it was, you could not, I remember, we were in Miami with the Lakers.
Yeah.
The hotel was overbooked. So they gave a whole bunch of us suites because they didn't have enough. And Billy Mack was one of the people that got suites.
Yeah.
So we jammed into Billy Mack's room, and there were 18 of us sitting around in his living room, and we were ordering room service and watching the game, and I couldn't get up to go to the bathroom.
No, we lost our minds.
It was
at the game, we lost our minds.
Yeah, but actually, Jonathan, that's a really good suggestion for Rams fans who've never seen that game. Go on YouTube and see if you can find it.
Okay. Check it out.
It might be the greatest. I think it is the greatest Monday night game of all time.
I think it's the greatest regular season game I've ever seen.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
All right. Hey, this Friday, way to go, Jonathan. Good job, man.
Congratulations, Jonathan.
This Friday, the 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light and Vista Paint at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research. And once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to Vista Paint, Precision Color, Championship Finish. Game of Games, as always, brought to you by Jacob Romani. If you are involved in any kind of accident, he is the guy you want. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Or remember, call jacob.com. Coming up next, some super crosstalk. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Find out what head coach Lincoln Riley has to say about the battle against Georgia Southern. Monday at 6 p.m. on a new edition of Trojans Live on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app. And you can watch the show on YouTube at USC Athletics. Head coach Lincoln Riley sits down on the official USC Coaches Show. Trojans Live, presented by Monster Energy. Monster Energy, unleash the beast. 6 p.m. Monday on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and on YouTube. Don't miss Coach Lincoln Riley, Trojans Live. 6 p.m. Monday on ESPN LA.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Chris Morales here. Addiction to opioids and stimulants can strip away the things that make you uniquely you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose a proven addiction treatment option that's right for you at choosechangeca.org.
The 12th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic.
Presented by Coors Light and Vista Paint.
Happening Friday, September 12th at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. With special thanks this year to
Sunday Swagger. Make noise without saying a word. Sunday Swagger pairs head-turning prints with buttery soft, breathable fabric and four-way stretch in polos and golf apparel that move on and off the course. Patterns come in men's, women's, and youth. Upgrade your golf fits at sundayswagger.com.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. It's game time at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Just like LAFC protects their home turf, we help you protect yours with quality floors at unbeatable wholesale prices. No gimmicks, no markups, just deals every day. From waterproof hardwood to carpet, laminate to artificial grass, the crazy Hernandez brothers have you covered. Don't settle for anything less than a championship-level home. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR, that's 866-62-FLOOR, or shop on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I think I'm on the right
Yo, what's happening?
Microphone roulette.
Yeah, microphone.
Yeah.
We're the only radio station in the country that doesn't have working microphones.
Oh, my red light's on. So that's something.
That's good.
Yeah,
What's
go.
up, guys? Hey, happy, we're off to a great season, man. Off to a great start. Victory Monday. I'll be wearing this shirt every Monday.
DeMarco says this is his victory
This
shirt.
is my Victory Monday shirt.
I like that shirt.
What
Yes.
made that the victory shirt?
Because this is the closest shirt I have to like a celebration. Looks
Fireworks.
like
Yeah, no, it does look
right?
like
This
a
is
party
fun.
shirt.
I was thinking about bringing like cigars or something, but that might be bad. I don't want to do that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that might be.
DeMarco, let me ask you a question. I'm assuming you were on the field.
Yeah, burning up. Oh my
Okay.
God,
hot down there.
made up with Todd Gurley finally.
There's no air conditioning.
Was he down on you?
Not down. We just, I don't know. It kind of went bad towards the end there, with Todd and
Why?
his career.
Because you were honest and he didn't like that you were honest?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Who was the other? What was the running back that came in?
C.J. Anderson.
C.J.
Anderson.
The offense was moving better without Todd, and I think Todd got a little mad at me because of that. But it's nice to make up.
Before I need to ask you and Trav your opinion on something, but before I do that, the play that decided the game when Landman poked the ball out.
The punch.
Okay.
Peanut punch.
Is that a great play by a defender, or should the ball carrier be
Great play by
criticized?
defender.
The ball carrier should not be criticized for fumbling in that
play
situation.
By defender. Apparently, that dude, Landman, has been doing that all training camp. All training camp, even when we're not out there, when the media is not allowed. This is what he does. Someone told me a stat. He's got more forced fumbles than anyone in the last 4 years in the NFL. This is what he does.
And he was available for anybody to take, and the Rams took him.
That might be something you don't care about because the team might be bad or he gets beat on blocks, but that stuff, punching the ball out, is what he does. He practices it.
Braden Fisk. I mean,
That
how he
was
got to that football.
Superman stuff.
Yeah, it really was.
And it all happened so fast.
So fast. Over the top, one hand scoop and roll. And it to
Hey,
kind
Cam
of go
Newton,
back.
see?
Yeah, there you go. To your question, John, about, Agumba Wale, who he's been in the league 8 years. Second time he's lost a fumble.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a fumbler. It was just a perfect shot.
It was gutsy, man. I mean, you're standing there flat-footed against the guy with the ball. I mean, if he makes you miss, he's off to the races. And you had the guts to punch that thing out.
And by the way, I was going to do a whole segment on Colby Parkinson, and now we don't need to.
Oh, boy.
That was rough.
Boy, oh, boy.
Yeah, that was rough.
So
wrong spot.
You were still in your seat,
yes,
right?
Oh, yeah.
So by this point.
Explain what Parkinson did for people who don't know what we're talking about.
Well, he fumbled. They were getting ready to put the game away. And even a field goal there probably puts it away for good. It gives you an 8-point lead.
By the way, the director
That's what
tuned in on that drama because he would not take the camera off of Parkinson.
By the time I had gotten to Hollywood Park for the postgame show, it was right after Parkinson had fumbled. And then when Houston starts to drive, it's, first down, cut to Parkinson. Show the play, cut to Parkinson.
Dude.
Show the play, cut to Parkinson. Like they were giving him a rough ride. It was pretty brutal.
Gotta hang on to the rock.
Okay,
Landman
so I have a dilemma. Mace has weighed in. I want the two of you to weigh in. I am in a confidence pool. Do you guys know what that is?
Yes.
You pick every game and assign a value to it. So the game I felt the best about was Eagles over the Cowboys. So that was my 16 game.
Don't we do that? 4, 5, 3, 2, 1? Yeah. Okay.
So it's similar to what you guys do.
Yeah.
There's 35 people in this roughly. The way it works is everybody throws money in at the beginning of the year, and then it pays off weekly. If you win 1 week, you cover for the whole season.
Right.
I am in first place.
All right.
Ooh.
Going into tonight.
Ooh.
And all I have to do is pick the winner.
Straight up.
Straight. Doesn't matter points, anything. Vikings at Bears on Monday night. J.J. McCarthy's first start on the road in division, but the Bears have not been good. DeMarco, who do I take?
What are you feeling? What are you feeling right now? Look, what's your gut tell you?
Well, and this weighs into it too.
Yeah.
When I filled it all out at the beginning of the week, and you can change any time up until kickoff, and I'm hot. I hit.
I'm hot.
Yeah, I hit 13 of 15 games so
wow.
far.
Okay,
that's
you're on a
really
roll.
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just straight winners, no spreads.
I picked Minnesota.
Okay.
And
safe pick.
so right now, if I don't change it, it's Minnesota. So
Okay,
part of my nervousness is if I change it and then they blow it. What did I do that for?
Safe
what
pick.
would you do?
I think Minnesota's the better team. The only question mark is quarterback, and you'd have to factor in Dennis Allen is now coordinate that Chicago defense. So it's basically a rookie quarterback versus a guy that's been in the league for like 20 years.
Right.
He's going to throw some things at that kid he hasn't seen yet.
Okay, but what I'm factoring in this is Brian Flores is the defensive coordinator for the Vikings.
Yes.
And I think he's going to throw stuff at Caleb that Caleb has never seen.
Correct,
and Brian Flores is as good at that as anybody.
Minnesota is the safe pick. But if there's anything that could derail you is that kid from Minnesota throwing a bunch of picks going the other way.
So I'm going to be really scientific in this. I would never change my pick once I put it in.
But you would
psychologically, I would never change it.
You would pick the Bears
I
tonight.
think the Bears are going to
You
win.
would have picked the Bears originally.
I would have picked the Bears originally. You picked the Vikings. You got to stick with them.
Mason picked the Bears originally. DeMarco says I'm good with the Vikings. What would you do?
I would take the Bears.
Oh, great. Now I'm just more confused.
I would take the Bears for two reasons. Number one of the reasons that DeMarco mentioned, I know McCarthy's not a rookie, but for all intents and purposes, he's a rookie.
Yes.
He's never played in the league. The first time a guy plays in the league, it's usually a pretty rough ride.
By the way, I think he technically is a rookie.
Is he? Because he didn't
think
play?
he's eligible for Rookie
Because
of the
he's
Year.
never
Okay.
Phil Griffin won Rookie of the Year even though he missed his whole rookie season because he was hurt.
So he is a rookie.
Okay.
And Ben Johnson, we saw what the Lions look like yesterday.
Without Ben
They look
Johnson
terrible.
and Aaron Glenn, yeah.
Ben Johnson's a pretty smart guy. Ben Johnson, I think, will help Caleb Williams a great deal. Not that Flores isn't a good DC. I think he is. But you're basically betting on a second-year guy with a really good offensive coordinator / head coach against a guy that's never played in the NFL going up against a defense that's okay.
All right.
I'd take the Bears.
I'm just going to be confused right up until kickoff.
I would never change it. Once I put in a pick, I'd never change it.
I'm leaning towards
like the SAT.
doing that.
Yeah.
DeMarco, does it make a difference that McCarthy, I think, is from there? I think he's from the Chicago area. Does that?
He's going to have more people there to see him play or to get his.
But it doesn't. Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't really figure in.
Cam Ward had a million people watching him play, and he got his butt kicked.
Yeah. Mace, you asked me earlier what my biggest surprise was for the whole weekend. And I said that it was Detroit looking as bad as they did. Trav, you made reference to it.
Yep.
Another one, a close second, is just how uncompetitive Miami was.
Yeah, Miami
They look like the worst team in the league.
If they look like Mike McDaniel may not last the season.
They're going to fire that guy.
They look like the worst team in the league. They didn't score a touchdown until late in the fourth quarter. Tua looked lost.
Yeah, Tua looked awful.
Tyreek Hill looked like it wasn't a weapon at all.
It was Xavier Howard and one other player for the Colts was talking a whole bunch of mess on Tua after the game. Former Dolphins. Like they were just saying, that guy, if he doesn't have that first look, he is completely hopeless.
They made Daniel Jones look good.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
Really good.
He looked really good.
Indiana Jones,
hard to
please.
do.
That's what we're calling him now. Indiana Jones.
Jones is over.
It's Indiana Jones now.
Indiana Jones is a great nickname.
But I do think the bloom is off the rose with that coach. I really do. I think the league caught up
he
to
was
him.
a little bit weird, and people liked that about him, that he was a little bit goofy.
Quirky.
And they were putting up 50 points a game. So if they're not doing that, if they're scoring 8 points a game.
Like they said about Crash Davis or Nuke Lelouch, if you win 20 in the show, you can grow the fungus on your shower shoes, and you'll be colorful. Until then, you're just a slob.
You're a slob.
And he's not winning anything.
I think Ty Hill saying he wanted out was the first salvo.
Oh, yeah, that was.
First crack in the armor.
By the way, when do you think Russell Wilson gets benched? Quick?
What month was it? September?
October. Yeah, October.
No, I think week 4.
Yeah, October.
Week 3.
Yeah.
I think
A, B, C.